You're listening to Thunder Country 98.3. The Pratt Greenbacks are on the court. Now, here's the voice of the Greenbacks, Cody Eastis. You're listening to Thunder Country 98.3. The Pratt Greenbacks are on the court. Now, here's the voice of the Greenbacks, Cody Eastis.
Welcome to the Doug Gray Chevrolet pregame show live here on Thunder Country. And boy, is it nice to be back on the air. It feels like it's been quite some time since we've seen these Greenbacks in action, as some games with that Hoisington tournament not able to get in. They had the scheduled Tuesday off then, and now finally this Friday back in action and had to make a long road trip out west to Liberal, Kansas for what will be an exciting tip-off coming your way. It'll be the Pratt High Lady Greenbacks set to take the court first, and they'll be challenging a very good Liberal opponent tonight here on their home court. Only one loss for this Liberal team coming into it. And I talked about the rust maybe that we might have coming into this game. This Liberal team has been off even longer than what the Lady Greenbacks have. They, along with the Greenbacks, that weather played a role in their tournament last week, so not able to get any of those games in. The Greenbacks were fortunate to get all three of their games in. Liberal was supposed to travel out to Tonganoxie. That trip didn't happen, so it's been nearly 2 weeks since this Liberal team's seen the court.
Yeah, it's either going to be one of those. The rust is going to be there, or they're anxious to play. One of the two.
And that's what we're going to find out. Again, we mentioned a tough team, this Liberal team. I said one loss, two losses. The only losses for the Redskins to Hayes and to Woodward. And this Liberal team led by standout Shamari Lewis. She comes into this ball game averaging over 15 points a game, and she's put up 30 in some games throughout this season. So the Greenbacks are going to see, I think, a different level of athleticism on the court tonight than what they've seen so far to this point.
Yeah, just watching the Lady Redskins warm up down there, you can tell they're just a little faster, probably a little more depth. And like I said, that Lewis is going to be the focal point for this defense of ours to have to shut down tonight.
It'll be interesting to see how Coach Stroyan comes out and attacks that. Do you see the box and one? Do you see the zone? Do you see some pressure? See what kind of ball handling skills that she has? And another note of this game, I don't know that the Greenbacks are 100% healthy coming into this game, as this time of the year, just you're dealing with kids getting sick, coaches getting sick, and right now it's going through this Greenback locker room, so maybe down a few bodies from what we're used to seeing, enough so it may impact this starting lineup.
Yeah, I believe so. Joanna Forsberg is going to be out this evening. We wish her the best on getting healthy again. Definitely going to miss her tonight on her defensive presence and her ball handling ability and scoring side of everything. So she's going to be missed out there tonight. I believe Emery Myers is going to get the nod tonight to step up and take her place in the starting lineup.
And Myers has shown she's plenty capable of doing that. She's just gotten more comfortable out there on the court as this season has progressed. And we talked with Coach Stroyan post-game finishing up that Hoisington action, and she talked about Emery Myers, just how she's starting to feel more comfortable taking that shot, stepping in there, not feeling like that young freshman who's the new girl on the court. She's stepping in there playing some really good minutes, and tonight it's going to be tough, but she's going to be asked to do it.
Yeah, tonight I believe you're going to see a lot of ball pressure from this Redskins team. Like I said, just watching them warm up, they moved well, they looked athletic, and that's something that the ladies are going to have to be ready for.
It should be a good one. Just to recap you a little bit with that time off, so the Greenbacks' last action was in the Hoisington Winter Jam. Had a good week, a busy week. They went 2-1, lost their opener, and then picked up back-to-back wins against Victoria and La Crosse. And in that Hoisington tournament, Boy, the shot came alive from beyond the arc. 19 3-point buckets for the Lady Greenbacks in that 3-game stretch. We saw Hughes with a 29-point performance against Victoria. McAllister had that 13-point performance against La Crosse. So if you need your best game to beat this Liberal team, it feels like the Greenbacks are peaking at the right time in this season.
Yeah, and I believe it's going to take a collective effort to do it as well. It's not going to be one person that's going to be able to beat this Liberal Redskins team tonight. It's going to take a group effort to do it. I believe, you're going to have to hit the shots when you get the open opportunities.
Just excited to be back here in action. Friday night basketball brought to you by Thunder Country. A few minutes before tip-off, we'll take a break with the Doug Ray Chevrolet pregame show, and when we come back, more info and bring you starting lineups live from Liberal, Kansas. You're listening to Greenback Basketball here on Thunder Country.
Looking for a dealership you can trust? Doug Ray Chevrolet in Pratt is your hometown destination for quality vehicles and exceptional service. From brand new Chevrolets to dependable, pre-owned options, you'll find the perfect fit for your lifestyle and budget. Their friendly, knowledgeable team makes buying easy, and their service department keeps you running strong long after the sale. When you want honesty, value, and a better way to buy, choose Doug Ray Chevrolet in Pratt. Experience the difference today.
When it comes to your health, trust Grace Clinic and Urgent Care in Pratt, conveniently located at 920 East 1st Street. Grace Clinic proudly serves Pratt and the surrounding area. Family nurse practitioner McKaylee Kirby provides primary care, urgent care, and sports physicals, and is accepting new patients and walk-ins. Open Monday through Friday, except Tuesdays, from 8:30 to 6, and Saturdays, 9 to noon. Call 620-388-3086 today. That's Grace Clinic and Urgent Care, caring for your family close to home.
Welcome back to the Doug Ray Chevrolet pregame show live here on Thunder Country. If you didn't or weren't able to make your trip out west to Liberal, Kansas, we've got this ball game streaming in a couple different destinations. As always, you can tune in on Thunder Country 98.3. Download their app. You can pick that up anywhere in the world, or you can watch the game and listen to the game on Eastus Media Facebook or the YouTube stream. We've got the broadcast coming to you 3 different ways tonight, so however you've chose to tune in to tonight's broadcast, we sure do appreciate you tuning in. And speaking of appreciation, that leads us right into the Ham Auction Buckets for Booster Club. John and Kevin at Ham Auction every year for the last 3 years have put on the Greenback Ham Auction Buckets for Booster Club. $5 being donated to the Greenback Booster Club for every made 3-point bucket by both the ladies and the boys. And that hot week from the Greenbacks last week, 19 of them poured in Hoisington, brings their total to 51 made 3-point buckets on the season. Hope Hughes leading the way. Boy, she had a game, I think she knocked 5 down in that second game. And then we saw your daughter Lakin, big 3 in that closeout game at Hoisington. So again, shot has been falling for the Lady Greenbacks behind the arc. Can they carry it over with about 10 days rest and now try to pick it up here after a long road trip and against a very tough Liberal team?
Yeah, that is one thing we talk about quite often on this is the road trip. This is quite a ways out here.
It's probably the longest they're going to see.
2.5 hours probably, yeah. And like I said, that's just something on the bus, but I think they got here early enough. The JV got their game in. Hopefully the girls got used to the gym, because this is a nice venue.
Nice venue. First time we've been out here broadcasting, and when you get up to the 6A level of classification, you're going to see bigger facilities, bigger venues, and that's what we've got here. If you can hear that bass thumping in the background, the sound system to go with it is pretty impressive. We've got the bird's eye view here right at the half-court line, but we're about 40 rows up, and we've got a great view for tonight's broadcast and expect a great game to be brought your way. So, Lady Greenbacks coming into this game, you picked up your first set of back-to-back wins to close out that tournament, and you could tell, talking with Coach Stroyan after that, just not that it lifted a weight off the shoulders, but to get a couple wins like that and then feel like all this hard work and all the adversity that you face along the season, and when you have a couple wins to show for it, it just sure makes the long break that they then were facing a lot easier to go into and more coachable, more receptive from everybody.
Well, yeah, everybody's attitude just changed a little bit when you get a little knock in that win column. And the girls have been close so many times this year, in the fourth quarter, having the lead and losing it there at the end. And it's just nice to get back into that win column and get that feeling back and try to just extend it.
Yeah, and it's just a theme that we talk about so many times all season long, the youth of this Greenback team, the depth, that there's not much of it. And so a lot of young girls have been asked to play a lot of minutes. You've got a lot of freshmen in that starting lineup. Another one tonight with Emery Myers. She'll make her first start of the season tonight. But you just have to know, each game that goes along, you're getting better and better and paying those dividends where you'll see those yields later on in the season or more long-term as these girls get older and just, get into those Greenback jerseys into their sophomore, junior, senior season. Greenback's got a tough one tonight, though.
They do have a tough one tonight, but you know what? This is what we make the travel for.
You throw the ball in the air and you tip off and you see what happens, and you never know. Greenbacks may be able to pull off the upset, come out west on the long bus ride, and see if they can hand the Redskins their third loss of the season. To do it, we mentioned her, they're going to have to find a way to defend Shamari Lewis. Now, looking at some of her stats and at some of the names on the wall around this gymnasium, she is the daughter of Marvin Lewis, who was a standout athlete in the early 90s, played in the NBA, still has records on the wall here in this gymnasium. And so the pedigree is there.
Yeah, the 50-foot triple jump is something.
Boy, it is, and it does look like we will take a break for the national anthem. So we'll take one with them here in the gymnasium and come back with starting lineups here on Thunder Country.
On the basketball court, a good offense is the best defense. You can count on me, Jamie Roach, your Farm Bureau agent, to be your family's point guard and defend you against whatever life throws your way. I am there to handle all your auto, home, life, and business insurance needs. Don't wait for the worst to happen when it comes to your insurance. Talk to me, Jamie Roach, today and see how I can help protect what matters most.
Farm Bureau Property and Casualty Insurance Company, Western Agricultural Insurance Company.
Clear, comfortable vision is one of life's greatest blessings. At Maydew Tebow Optometry, Doctors Troy Maydew, Seth Tebow, and Andrew Peaster are committed to helping you maintain healthy eyes and clear vision. Prevention and early intervention are the keys to your eyes, providing that clear and comfortable vision your entire life. Regular comprehensive eye examinations are essential in identifying conditions that can damage your sight. Call us at Maydew Tebow Optometry for an appointment today or visit us at maydewtebow.com.
This is Terry from Gatlin Meckler's Pharmacy. On display in our pharmacy is a nice assortment of over-the-counter items and a wide array of medical supplies, which includes knee scooters, walkers, canes, and bathroom items. We bill Medicare for respiratory supplies and immunizations. Our preferred pricing on prescriptions will get you through the door, and our customer service will get you to come back. Be sure to stop in today and see us on Country Club Road in Pratt.
When it comes to real estate, folks want to work with someone they know and trust. I'm John Hamm with Hamm Auction and Real Estate. Whether you're buying a home, selling land, or thinking about an auction, Kevin and I take the time to walk you through every step. No pressure, just honest local advice. We're proud supporters of the Pratt High Greenbacks and proud to be a part of this community. Give me a call at 620-450-7481 or Kevin at 620-770-2381. Hamm Auction and Real Estate, local knowledge you can trust.
Welcome back to the Doug Ray Chevrolet pregame show here on Thunder Country. And now time for your starting lineups for the Liberal Redskins. Number 1, a 5'8" senior, Kylie Ryan. Number 5, a 6'1" senior, Shamari Lewis. Number 10, 5'6" junior, Trinity Olvera. Number 21, 5'6" junior, Madison Hammond. And number 32, 5'9" sophomore, Malia Mullins. The Redskins led by head coach Brandy Fowler. And now for your Pratt High Greenbacks. Number 3, a 5'6" freshman, Emery Myers. Number 12, a 6' junior, Dally Winklepleck. Number 14, a 5'10" freshman, Lakin McAllister. Number 23, 5'8" senior, Addison Sowers. And number 24, 5'9" senior, Hope Hughes. The Greenbacks led by head coach Emma Stroyan, assisted by Catherine McAllister. Starting lineups have been read. We are about ready for tip-off. They'll have a few final words for these girls at center court, and then it will be time for action here in Liberal, Kansas.
Feels good to be back.
It does. It
Yeah,
does.
been a while.
Some rust to shake off of our own. It's been a while since we've been able to bring you a broadcast.
Not a seasoned vet like you, Cody.
We are excited to do it. It'll be ladies tipping off first, boys to follow. A great Friday night of basketball. Now both teams coming out from the bench, and it will be Dally Winkelpleck for the Greenbacks. See who she's tipping off against. It'll be Shamari Lewis, the 6'1" senior for the Redskins. Winkelpleck squared off with at center court. And with that whistle, ball is in the air. The Redskins come away with it. Opening possession, Redskins going right to left on your radio dial. And the home white jerseys with the red trim, red numbers. The Greenbacks with the road green and golds tonight. An early tip out of bounds sets the Redskins up on the baseline for an inbounds play. A quick three-point fired by Kylie Ryan for the first bucket of the ball game. Redskins come out showing full court pressure. Greenbacks advance it up court to Winkelpleck. Jump stop in the paint. Tough shot, front of the rim, doesn't go. Rebound pulled down by Mullins. Ryan will slow it down coming across half court. Nice deflection by Sowers. Tried to throw it off the legs of Olvera, but she's able to stay with it. Now gets it into Mullins. A little contact. Back of the rim into the hands of Winkelpleck. And the outlet pass nearly picked off. Greenbacks will have to set up now and let the Redskins come out with full court pressure. Well, they're going to say now Redskin ball. I think even Kylie Ryan ran away from that ball, assuming that ball was off her, and they're going to stick with the call of Redskin ball. Well, now he just pointed Redskin way.
Yeah, I'm a little confused right now.
All right, ball's in play. It's Greenback
ball. There we go.
Emery Meyer works it up right side. Hughes stays back to help. She'll get it up to half court to Winkelpleck, but poked from behind into the hand of Sowers. Sowers turns. Nice shot off the glass for Addison Sowers.
She's really coming on strong this latter part of the season here.
And she's got to know with Forsberg out of this lineup, that's some offense that's going to have to be picked up from somebody else, whether it be Winkelpleck or Sowers. Sowers doing a good job early, not being afraid to fire. Baseline jumper on the way for Lewis. Rattles around, kept alive by the Redskins. 6:35 to play. Redskins on top 3-2, and the Greenbacks come away with the steal. Hughes left side into the corner to McAllister. Pump fake, she'll drive baseline. Nice kick out to Winkelpleck, too strong. Sowers cleaning things up and sends it over the backboard. It'll go back to the Redskins.
Still a good job working underneath there to get that second possession back.
6:17 to play, and it's Redskins on top, 3-2. Into the corner, Redskins work it to Olvera. She'll try a three, sails over the rim, not hitting anything. Myers trying to chase it down, can't get to it. Lewis drives into the lane for two. That bucket puts the Redskins on top 5-2. Hughes and Myers again work through the full court pressure. Up ahead to Myers, right side. She'll dribble and go against Mullins, and she'll get to the free throw line.
Just a good take by Emery Myers there. She does a really fantastic job of getting to the rim and absorbing that contact and getting the foul called.
And that's that growth we talked about pregame. You know, early on in the season, I don't know that she would have had the confidence to take that. This point in the season, with as much court time, takes it to the rim, gets to the line, and knocks down her first free throw. Couple substitutions for the Redskins. Second free throw. Myers doesn't get it to fall. Sowers wrestles it away, and they're going to say a travel as she came down with that ball.
Man, I really love how Sowers is playing underneath right now. She's playing big and strong.
I think she knows this is going to be a physical game, and she's kind of that enforcer presence for this Greenback team on both sides of the court. That's the type of ball game it's going to take from Sowers here. Ruby Alvarez in the ball game now for the Redskins. Kick out, three-point shot. Does not go. Hammond on the missed shot, and Hughes back the other way for the Greenbacks. 5:21 to play, 5-3 your score. Redskins on top. Myers going to reset the offense right side to McAllister. Now to Winklepleck. Left elbow, doesn't like the look. Picked off. A Redskin coming the other way. It's Shamari Lewis, lays it in. Able to get a hand on that and get out and run. Puts the Redskins on top 7-3, 4:52 to play here in the first. Winkleplex, she'll try a tough shot and ends up finding its way on top of the backboard. I like the aggressiveness though. When you get that close to the rim, go ahead and finish it off, take it, see what happens.
Yeah, so far the Greenbacks have done a great job with this press that the Redskins have been putting on and have got behind the defense, have had numbers to go there. Now it's just we got to convert on them.
A timeout taken from Coach Fowler, a 30-second timeout here at the 4:45 mark. Right now the Redskins leading at 7-3. Greenbacks haven't really settled into an offense yet. A couple takes we've seen have come off the transition opportunities after getting behind that full court pressure early and then go ahead and taking it to the rim, which I like that attack. If you get ahead of that press, don't waste it. Get ahead, get to the rim if you can. We saw Myers get to the free throw line with that aggressiveness. This might not be the style of game where you set back, wait for everybody to catch up and set your offense up. Coming out of the timeout, it'll be Ryan bringing the ball up the court for the Redskins. Right side to Alvarez. Ryan gets it back on the right wing, knocks down her second three-point bucket. Puts the Redskins on top 10-3. Winklepleck left side. Again, that's how the Greenbacks have broken this full court pressure every time. Myers comes back right side to Hughes. Hughes throws it into the hands of Lewis. Lewis out in front, defended by Hughes. Hughes with a nice block, all ball, no whistle. Hughes comes back the other way. Hughes gonna slow it down across midcourt. Guarded by Hammond. Entry pass to Sowers. Kick back out. Hughes will try her first three-point bucket.
Good answer. Good ball movement inside out there. Worked well the last couple games for them. They proved again right there that they could pull it off.
It was a good job by Sowers to get that ball back out of her hands quick after that defense was drawn in. Freed Hughes up. Lewis in the paint. She goes up through contact. She's got her third bucket of the night. Puts the Redskins on top 12-6, 3:35 to play. Winklepleck dribbling into traffic. Now going to outlet to Myers. Myers back to Hughes. Pump fake. She'll try a deep two. Too strong back iron. Lewis with the rebound up ahead. Redskins have a runner. It's Hammond under the rim, and she gets in front of that Greenback defense and takes advantage of it. Redskins with their biggest lead of the night now, 14-6 at the 3-minute mark. McAllister poked from behind, ball comes loose, back into the hands of the Redskins. Dribble drive into the paint. Ryan, she'll try another three-point bucket, this time too much on it, and tipped out of bounds. It goes to the Greenbacks. And looks like Coach Stroyan this time going to take a timeout here at the 2:50 mark. A 30-second timeout for Coach Stroyan. Her Greenbacks trailing 14-6.
Yeah, we're going to need to use these timeouts throughout this game just for more of a breather for the girls right now. This has been a pretty fast-paced game. You know, we still have 2 minutes and 50 seconds left in the first quarter here.
And with Myers in the starting lineup tonight, that's usually your first person off the bench if you're Coach Stroyan. But with Forsberg not in the lineup, that depth just gets a little bit thinner. That's just your rotation that normally you'd be getting those breathers for those girls. Now you've either got to put someone in who doesn't have as much experience against this very good Liberal team, or ask your girls to go out there and say, hey, I'll try to take the timeouts where I can, when I can, but there's not a good chance you're coming out of this ball game tonight. Will be Greenback ball coming out of the timeout. Redskins come out with the full court pressure. Hughes and Myers. Up ahead to Winklepleck. Winklepleck bounce pass to Sowers. She tries to turn and square up to the rim. Like a Redskin got a hand on that, tipped it.
Yet again, the girls doing a great job of breaking the press.
Yeah, early on it looks intimidating, but they've done a really good job once they get past that first level. And Winkleplex been the outlet for it nearly every time. Hughes going to try a three from the right side this time, just short. Bounces on the other side of the rim. Redskins come away with it. They've got numbers 4-on-2. The Greenbacks get back, kick out right side, and a three-point bucket. Ruby Alvarez, her first of the night. Hughes now needs some help. Goes far across the court to Myers. Winkleplex, she'll pull up from the left elbow. Doesn't go. McAllister with the rebound. Hughes got a dribble drive in after the pump fake. Take the tough jumper. Sowers keeps it alive, and a whistle on the floor. See who they get that foul on. I believe it's against the Redskins.
I don't know. We're so far up here. I have a hard time seeing that far.
I can't count his fingers from this high up.
24.
Brooklyn Short called for the foul, and that'll send Sowers. They're going to say a shooting foul on that. Sowers was trying to go back up with it after the rebound, and she knocks down her first free throw. Couple substitutions for the Redskins as Oliveira and Lewis check back into the ball game. Sowers goes 2 of 2 at the free throw line. Redskins come back the other way. Started into the right corner. Kick out. Ryan going to try a deep one. Front of the rim. Myers steps in to pull down the defensive board for the Greenbacks. Puts it back into the hand of Hughes. Quick possession for the Redskins that time, and the Greenbacks with a good defensive rebound get the ball back in their hand. See Hughes trying to flash into that high elbow. Gets her hands on it, but has to get rid of it. Now Winkleplex, trouble handling the ball. Cutting Myers. Hughes on the baseline. Tough shot, defended well, and it falls short. Greenbacks keep it alive. Myers will go to the rim, and she'll draw the foul and go back to the free throw line. Another good take from Emery Myers.
Yes, I love the aggression.
Devney Carter be called for her first foul, and Myers' second trip to the free throw line tonight. Just rattles out. Second free throw, Myers gets that one to go, makes it a 17-9 ball game. Redskins on top. Work it right corner to Alvarez. Come back up top to Hammond. Ryan's who they're trying to free up, had it, but kicked it back out. Now they work it right side. Lewis will come out and get it, gets rid of it just as quick. Greenbacks in a 2-3 zone, trying to defend this Redskin offense. And Lewis on the left block with the left hand has her 8th point of the night.
40 seconds left.
Redskins lead at 19-9. Myers needs some help. Hughes has got to get across that half court. They do. Up ahead to Winkleplex. Nearly travels. Kick out. McAllister will be fouled on the drive after the pump fake. I believe they'll get Lewis on that foul. Shamari Lewis picks up her first. Greenbacks after the inbound, started up top to McAllister. Now Myers center court. Hughes trying to come out. Can't get it to her. Now the skip pass back to Myers. Clock at 10. Hughes takes a look. She'll fire right side three. Hope Hughes, a big three-point bucket as we near the end of this first quarter. The Redskins trying to get one last shot off. Ryan will try a deep one.
Oh, my.
Wow. What a shot from Kylie Ryan. Knocks it in at the buzzer and makes it a 22-12 game. That one was 10 feet beyond.
That was a deep one.
The arc. Into one. Redskins lead at 22-12. You're listening to Greenback Basketball here on Thunder Country.
It's a fact. A custom cow mineral does not have to cost more. Actually, it might be just what you need to improve your cow herd. The friendly and helpful professionals at Extra Factors and Pratt are available to sit down and discuss your operations needs and goals. From custom protein supplements and liquid protein to bulk commodities and possible mineral formulation. Find it all at Extra Factors. Call 620-672-5616 and speak with Levi Macbeth for all your nutritional needs. Extra Factors. We put the extra into cattle nutrition.
This is Jeff.
And Jared.
At Intergreen Services, proud supporter of the Pratt Greenbacks.
Around here we say one call fixes it all. From HVAC, plumbing, septic, electrical, and even water well service. We're your hometown team you can count on, just like the Greenbacks on game day.
We're proud to stand behind our athletes, our school, and our community.
So when something needs fixing at home, call Intergreen at 620-672-2338 or visit intergreenservices.com.
Intergreen Services, neighbors helping neighbors, always cheering for the Greenbacks.
Welcome back. Second quarter action here on Thunder Country. Once again, I'm Cody Eastis alongside Logan McAllister. As always on the call for you once again tonight on this Friday evening. It's the Pratt High Greenbacks taking on Liberal. And after one quarter of play, Greenbacks trail at 22-12. Thought it was going to be a 7-point game. Closing that quarter out, and then a deep three from Kylie Ryan, her third of the quarter, put the Redskins back on top by 10. It's Greenback ball coming out of this quarter. Myers finds Hughes left side. Sauer's going to come out, set a screen. Hughes works off at left side. Good step through, but too strong with the left hand. Winkelpleck cleans it up on the other side for two.
That's what it's going to take for the Greenbacks tonight, is to keep fighting on those rebounds to get those second chance points.
That was the first bucket of the night for Dally Winkelpleck. She's had some good boards, and now Sauers jumps in front of that entry pass. And the Greenbacks come away with the steal. Pressure backs off from the Redskins. Hughes able to walk it up the court freely. Double team coming on Myers' left side. Nearly loses it, has to reset and back it out. Winkelpleck, Hughes going to try another three right side. A little off the mark. Sauers with the rebound. Myers on the other side, knocks down a deep two.
Another great job by Sauers, though, for that second
The laughter there is, I don't know if we said it last week on air or during commercial break, but Emery Myers shoots more deep twos than I think any player we've ever seen, and she knocks him down. And speaking of knocking him down, Kylie Ryan, another three-point
knocks down
bucket.
her fourth three of the game.
Boy, every time the Greenbacks feel like they're putting something together and kind of clawing back, chipping away at this lead, Ryan comes back on the other end and knocks down a big three. And the Redskins, that time the full court pressure, able to force a steal. They come back with it. Lewis inside, deflected. Winkelpleck rips that one away after it was tipped around in the paint. Hughes top of the key. Sauers kick out to McAllister. McAllister trying to go baseline, but double teamed, has to get rid of it. Reset to Myers left side. Hughes going to back it out. 15 on the shot clock for the Greenbacks. Sets it up left side, wants it back, gets it, finishes at the rim.
Good offensive set by the ladies there.
Good patient set, didn't see it set up early, backed it out, reset. And then a good give and go from McAllister back to Hughes. Takes us back to a 25-18 point game. Redskins on top, 5:25 to play here in the second. Mullins, good footwork down low, spins and finishes.
Yeah, that was an aggressive move, very strong move.
And a full timeout coming this time from Coach Troy. And we'll take one with her. Be back in 60 seconds here on Thunder Country.
Are you interested in building a new home or remodeling your current one? If so, give J.A. Knight & Sons a call today. This is Chase Scully with J.A. Knight & Sons, and we are the area's premier general contractor and have been serving the Pratt and surrounding area for over 50 years with superior quality and attention to detail. We specialize in high-end residential and commercial construction and have now expanded our services to include pre-engineered metal buildings. J.A. Knight & Sons is a proud supporter of Greenback Athletics and would like to help turn your next dream into reality.
Exceptional dentistry, right in your neighborhood. At Pratt Family Dental, Dr. Carson Hopkins and Dr. Stephen Coons are here to keep your smile healthy and bright. From routine cleanings to advanced care, Our team has the expertise and technology to handle all your dental needs with comfort and confidence. Because at Pratt Family Dental, it's not just about teeth, it's about family, trust, and smiles that last a lifetime. Call today to schedule your appointment with Dr. Hopkins or Dr. Coons. Pratt Family Dental, where exceptional care meets friendly faces.
Well, welcome back. Coming off of the Coach Stroyan 60-second timeout. It'll be Greenback ball, 5:19 to play here in the second quarter. And the Greenbacks trail by 9, 27-18 your score. Hughes will start the offense right side to McAllister. McAllister double team, trying to step through it and turns it over into the hands of Ryan. Ryan looking for Lewis up ahead, finds her, but too far underneath the rim. And Myers there for the board. Missed opportunity for the Redskins. Greenbacks a chance to get back and reset the offense. Hughes into Winkleplack at their right elbow. Kick out to Myers. Didn't like the look, goes to Hughes. 15 on the shot clock. Hughes now going to enter the paint off the dribble. Too strong. Winkleplack put back too strong. Tipped out of bounds. It stays with the Greenbacks. That was a possession where you saw the movement slow down a little bit for the Greenbacks. You didn't see those flashers and those runners. And the Greenbacks only 9 points out of this ball game, still in this ball game.
They're very much still in this game.
You've got to stay active. You've got to stay at. Also, the flip side of that, though, is you've got to conserve some energy as well with the lack of breaks that we're going to see with this substitution scheme tonight. McAllister left side. Lewis nearly got a hand on it and kicked out of bounds. I think they're going to say off the foot of McAllister. A turnover on the Greenbacks. Madison Hammond will check into the ball game for the Redskins. Lewis at the elbow, dump down to Mullins. She'll run baseline, swing it to Olvera. Now reset. Lewis fires a three, top of the key. Doesn't go. Myers chases down a long rebound for the Greenbacks. Sowers trying to back Mullins down. Gets it to go. A good quick fire, turn and fire by Sowers. Sowers with 6 points on the night for the Greenbacks. Makes it a 7-point ball game, 27-20. Redskins on top. Into the corner, Olvera, nothing there. Resets up top for the Redskins. Right side to Short, trying that backside look. Redskins don't like it. Hammond off the dribble, kick out. 10 on the shot clock. They'll fire for three, nothing there, and Lewis not able to save it. Good defensive possession.
Good defensive, yep.
Greenbacks defended well. Redskins tried to attack from multiple angles. Never found anything they liked and forces the tough shot. Hughes across that center court logo, comes right side to McAllister. McAllister back to Hughes. And they're going to say a double dribble. Boy, I thought that first time the ball on the court was just the kind of the
catch.
Was it
a clean catch, yeah.
And I think that's what Hughes is confused about as well out there. She's kind of looking over at Coach Stroyan saying, I thought I had my dribble still. The Redskins will get it back after the turnover at the 3-minute mark here in the second quarter. Right side, Ryan may have got away with the travel, no whistle, and they're able to get it in deep to Mullins. Sowers there, the good pressure. Comes down with the defensive board. Left side, McAllister, back to Hughes up top. Hughes trying to work off that screen, but the Greenbacks can't get it to her. McAllister going to put it on the court now, dribble right side against Lewis. Myers trying to come out to help. 10 on the shot clock. Hughes backing her way down. And a whistle on the floor. That'll be the first on Kylie Ryan. Will reset the shot clock to 35 for the Greenbacks. It was under 10 before that foul. Hughes comes in from the baseline to Winkleplack in the corner. McAllister, top of the key, good entry. Look to Myers, but she can't finish. It rattles out now. Lewis coming back with runners on both sides. Goes left side to Hammond, but it falls short, and a fight for it on the court will go the Greenbacks' way. That time Redskins 3 offensive players against the lone greenback and not able to come away with that fast break with points. Under 2 to go. Greenbacks trail by 7, 27-20. Winkelpleck top of the key. Right wing Sowers. Winkelpleck gets her way under the bucket, and Myers finds her. Winkelpleck will go to the free throw line after drawing the foul. Good set. You had Sowers
good set play, yeah.
and Winkelpleck both out around the perimeter to empty out that paint, and then Winkelpleck cutting to it real quick, and Myers able to get her the ball. First free throw, back iron, no good. I didn't see who they got that foul on. It looked like maybe Brooklyn Short, number 24. She'll check out of the ball game. Second free throw goes. Winkelpleck knocks it down, makes it a 21-27 game.
Still anybody's game.
Ryan across midcourt to Hammond. Hammond gonna step up. Takes the open 3. Greenbacks let her have it, and it was a good decision. Rebound pulled down by Winkelpleck, and a whistle on the reach in. It looks like Kylie Ryan pick up her second. Now the Greenbacks will make their first substitution of the ball game. The 1:32 mark here in the second quarter as Kinley Hildebrand will check in for Lakin McAllister. Hughes right side to Hildebrand. Hildebrand trying to find Winkelpleck at the elbow, but it's picked off by Ryan. Pushing it up ahead has Lewis underneath, and Lewis, after the hot first quarter, picks up her first bucket here in the second. Once again, Greenbacks get it into Winkelpleck. A quick turn and fire off the mark. Under a minute to go. Redskins come away with the defensive board. Trying to set up the offense with Lewis and Ryan, top of the key. Ryan gonna try another three-point bucket, and it goes. Her 5th three-point bucket of the evening. Doesn't have anything inside the arc, and she's got 15 points. Hughes needs some help. Tries to go high to Hildebrand. She can't handle it. Lewis fights it away. Redskins come away with it. Mullins gets it back to Lewis. Into the corner, Ryan testing the hot hand. That one rattles out, nearly in, but came back out. The Redskins with 20 seconds keep it alive with the offensive board. Baseline drive, kick out. Ryan gonna take a look back at Coach Fowler. Set up one last play, under 10 to go. Myers defending top of the key. Now Ryan to Lewis, kick out into the corner to Carter. Three-point shot, front of the rim, doesn't go, and the Greenbacks escape that possession and trail 21-32 after one half of play. Don't go anywhere. We got the Uptown Cafe Club DS halftime show when we come back here on Thunder Country.
Are you a sports fan looking for a great place to grab a bite to eat? Look no further than Legends Cafe, located in Pratt, Kansas, on Highway 54. Legends is open 6 days a week and serves up mouth-watering burgers, fresh salads, hearty sandwiches, and much more. And don't forget about their daily specials. Legends is proud to support Greenback sports and all the local teams. So whether you're celebrating a big win or just need to refuel after the game, Legends has you covered. Come on down to Legends, and we'll take care of the rest.
At Timish Electric, we light up your world with reliable and efficient electrical services. Our team of skilled and certified electricians is dedicated to providing top-notch service for all your electrical needs. From residential, commercial, or industrial needs, we ensure your electrical systems are safe, reliable, and up to code. Contact us today at 620-672-9334 to schedule a consultation. Timish Electric, proudly serving Pratt and the surrounding areas' electrical needs for over 25 years.
Mead Lumber in Pratt is looking better than ever. Stop by and see our brand new renovations with the same friendly faces you know and trust. Whether you're tackling a big project or just need supplies for the weekend, Mead Lumber has you covered with quality products and expert service. We're proud to be a part of this community and even more proud to support the hardworking athletes of Pratt High School. Mead Lumber, building relationships, building Pratt.
To keep your equipment running, count on BTI for bulk oil delivered directly to your farm. Now BTI delivers 3 times the product, and it's quicker than ever. Our trucks travel up to 150 miles from any of our 6 stores, delivering premium oil, hydraulic fluid, and DEF, up to 1,500 gallons in just 30 minutes. It's another way to save you time and money. Call any of our 6 BTI locations or visit btioil.com. BTI, our family in partnership with your family.
Welcome back to the Uptown Cafe Club DS halftime show. Now joined by head coach Chris Batten, our every broadcast ritual. Coach Batten joining us halftime here. Coach, it feels like it's been some time since we've talked to you last, as your Greenbacks didn't have a game scheduled Tuesday, weren't able to get that championship game in Saturday due to the weather, and so it's been a bit since we've seen your Greenbacks on the court.
Yeah, you know, I was, you know, we got school canceled on Monday, so we practiced Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and, you know, I was just like, man, it feels like a long time since we played, but, you know, it really has. A week off's a long time from games.
How do you combat that then as a head coach to not let any of that rust settle in on a season that is going so well for your Greenbacks?
We try to scrimmage more in practice at those times and just try to keep it as much game-like as we can and you know, try not to make it a big deal.
On your career as a coach, you mentioned scrimmaging as a practice there. How many times in your coaching career have you had a team this deep where you're able to have effective scrimmages like you're able to do these last couple seasons with the depth of your roster? It's got to play a big role.
It does, and it's not always that way. I can tell you that. You know, I've had some teams that were top end heavy. You know, and you know, so you got 4 or 5, maybe 6 guys that are top end, and then it drops off after that. And then you can have some teams where you just, you know, all kind of middle of the road, whatever. But you know, this team's got, you know, 9, 10 guys that can really get after it in practice, and I think that makes a big difference.
Now, how do you split that up? Is it a schoolyard pick where you put Morrell and Strong as captains and say, pick your teams, let's go at it, boys? Or how's that? I'm really curious with this now.
I pick them because I like to dictate a lot of things. So, but honestly, it's quicker that way because these guys overanalyze and they'll be you know,
be a high school kid.
Yeah. So no, I pick it. And I'm just saying, you're gold, and you guys are green. Let's go. And some days we go varsity against you know the second 5, and then sometimes we split it even, and then sometimes I just split it to where I know one guy's maybe going to get cheated, and he's going to have to battle. And
a little self-imposed adversity.
You know,
I like that.
You got to kind of dictate some things and make guys uncomfortable a little bit, and I think that helps. I do because you never know in foul trouble situations what you're going to have.
Now, we saw this Liberal team. They came to Pratt on Tuesday, so we were able to get some eyes on this team, a unique case where not often do you get to see a team play and just sit back and enjoy it. They took on Collegiate Tuesday night. What did you see in that ball game that get you prepared for tonight?
Well, they're a good basketball team. You know, the record doesn't indicate it, but they're young.
Yeah.
You know, they've taken some lumps early, but they're all sophomores, and those sophomores are just continually getting better. You know, they got a good senior in the Pfizer kid, averaging about 17 points a game. So, you know, we got to make sure we know where he's at, get him in check. A couple of those sophomore guards, if they're left open, they can shoot it. And so, you know, we can't allow them to get their feet set. If they have to come off screens and they're rushing, you know, that's not their forte. But if they get to catch it inside out or get to catch it and set their feet off a screen, then they can knock them down.
Well, it should be a good game tonight, Coach. Looking forward to the call, and as always, appreciate you halftime here.
All right, thank you.
That's head coach Chris Batten. When we come back, we'll break down the first half and more here on the Uptown Cafe Club DS halftime show.
For your fine dining experience, be sure to stop at Club DS in downtown Pratt. Western Kansas's premier steakhouse for over 50 years. They'll serve you the best with their friendly, attentive staff and home-cooked meal you desire. Also offering a full range of entertainment with live music and karaoke weekend nights. So come for food and stay for fun at Club D'Est in downtown Pratt. Open 7 nights a week.
This is Chris with Car Auction Real Estate. We've been proudly moving assets since 1965 with locations in Pratt and Larned servicing the surrounding counties.
Jamie here with Car Auction and Real Estate. While our marketing strategies clearly stand out, we stand strong on our principles of integrity, transparency, and reputation in our industry.
Whether it be buying, selling, auction, or appraisal needs, look us up online at carauction.com.
Good luck and go Greenbacks.
Escape into your ultimate outdoor getaway with the help of Uni Landscapes, your local full-service landscape design and construction company specializing in landscapes, hardscapes, patios, sprinkler systems, water features, and snow removal services. They create your dream space by incorporating design elements unique to you and your family. Uni Landscapes serves Pratt and the surrounding area and is open Monday through Friday. Call 620-672-3301 to transform your outdoor space today.
Need proof that Pratt has something for you? Living in Pratt is second to none with a fitness center, added new wings on an already impressive regional medical center, even an art museum. Pratt has dynamic downtown shopping, lots of hunting and fishing, and over 200 acres for outdoor lovers. Pratt is a great place to work and raise a family with beautiful older homes and new developments. Progressive, proud, and visionary. Proof that Pratt has something for you.
Welcome back to the Uptown Cafe Club DS halftime show here on Thunder Country. Lady Greenbacks, after a good competitive first half, find themselves down 32-21. But it was a ball game coming into this. We knew this Liberal team was going to be a tough one to face. Only 2 losses on the season. Play a lot of tough competition. Standout guard Shamari Lewis. The Greenbacks were going to have their handful. And after one half of play, I really feel like the Greenbacks are playing this ball game about to the best of their capabilities.
Yeah, they're right in this game. They've had it down between 6 and 7 points multiple times there, and then at the end of the first quarter, at the end of the second quarter, they've let the Redskins kind of build on that lead a little bit, but they're still very much in this game. I mean, you got to really keep an eye on Kylie Ryan right now. She is hot from behind the arc.
5 3-point buckets in the first half, and
she was pretty close to getting 6 with that one that was halfway down.
It was down and then out, and every time it's felt like the Greenbacks are chipping away at this lead. She seems to come back on the other end, knock down a big 3-point bucket. And I'm wondering, I didn't do the homework on it, but I wonder if her and Hope Hughes play together on some type of club ball. They've got a pretty good rapport out there back and forth, and you can see them kind of laughing with each other, shoving each other a little bit. Makes me think that they've played together maybe on the same team in some of these elite summer league and club teams that they play on. But she's had a great game, Kylie Ryan. And then Shamari Lewis, the Greenbacks have really done a pretty good job keeping her in check through that first half. She came out and had a big first quarter with 8 points, but then held to only 2 in that second quarter. So if you're Coach Stroyan, I think you really got to like your performance in that first half.
Yeah, and the offensive side, the Greenbacks have had some good looks, maybe rushing a shot or two here, but they're really doing well on the rebounding side of things and keeping the ball alive. So now it's just getting some stops and closing that lead.
See how they come out to start this second half. We are underway to start second half action. It'll be Redskin ball going left to right. Greenbacks come out set up in a 2-3 zone defense again to defend this Redskin attack. Lewis working the post. Double teamed, has to kick it back out. Find Ryan in the short corner. Entry pass to Mullins. Trying to back Sowers down, and a whistle. Well, it looked like Mullins maybe lost her footing.
I thought she made a walk, and then I thought Sowers was straight up.
They'll get Sowers for the foul, and the bucket will count. And Malia Mullins going to go to the free throw line now for the 3-point play, and she converts it. Free throw is good. We saw this in the first quarter. Redskins opened the game with full court pressure. They do the same this second half. Greenbacks get it up ahead to Winkelpleck. Her and Sowers. Winkelpleck going to keep it herself off the glass for 2.
That's how you break a full court press. Like I said, the Greenbacks did a fantastic job in the first half.
After answering the Mullins bucket, Redskins come back now with the ball. Mullins high post to Lewis on the baseline. Gets it back to Mullins. Greenbacks nearly come away with the steal. Redskins keep it alive. Alvarez, top of the key, finds Lewis cutting to the bucket. A little contact. Can't get the shot to fall, and it's Sowers pulling down another board.
Her 6th of the evening.
We knew it'd take a big night from Addison Sowers. That physical presence and having a good game so far. Hughes turns and fires right elbow. That one 2 bounces off the rim into the hands of the Redskins. Up ahead to Lewis, trying to get by McAllister. McAllister runs her into the baseline, but Lewis able to finish. Lewis now with 12 points on the night, has the Redskins on top 37-23. McAllister fights through the double team to break the full court pressure. Now needs some help. Looking for Sowers. Sowers, I don't think was aware the ball was coming, and it goes right into the hands of Mullins. .6:05 to play here in the third quarter. Ryan, top of the key. She thought about it. She was 5 feet past that 3-point line. Swings it left side to Alvarez. Alvarez gives it back to Ryan. Entry pass to Lewis. Trying to dump it into the paint and saved, but thrown into the hands of McAllister. Hughes setting up the offense at the half court. Comes right side to Myers, back to McAllister. Hughes in the corner. Can she get freed up for the 3-point bucket? Dangerous skip pass to Myers and out of bounds. It'll stay with the Greenbacks. Redskins really closing out on Hughes when she gets the ball beyond the perimeter, not giving her time to set her feet and shoot. Hughes on the baseline, setting up the inbounds for the Greenbacks. McAllister flashing to the corner. They'll go to Sowers. Hughes gets it right back. One dribble in, sends it over the rim into the hands of the Redskins. Now Ryan looking up ahead, has Mullins underneath. Got behind the Greenback defense. Got the ball up the court quick. The Redskins now lead at 39-23. And a 30-second timeout. Coach Stroyan wanting to take a break and talk about the start of this third quarter. It's been all Redskins to this point. They've outscored the Greenbacks 7-2 and have extended the lead to 39-23.
Yeah, Pratt came out a little flat here to start this third quarter. You can tell a lot of red faces, and it's just right now, it's just, we've been beat down the court a couple times and just getting there.
Yeah, ball hasn't been moving quite as fast and as fluid as it did in that first half. You just got to tell yourself, one more half, girls.
Yep.
We got one more half of play here. Get through it, and then you got all the time to rest. You got the 2.5-hour bus ride home to rest, but we need another 2 quarters out of you. Coach Stroyan wisely using these timeouts more as breathers for her girls. We saw one substitution in the first half. Kinley Hildebrand getting in late in the second quarter. Outside of that, it's been the starting 5 on the court the whole time for this Greenback team. Myers double teamed in the backcourt. Hughes comes to help her out. Up ahead to Winkelpleck, back to McAllister, and McAllister knocks it down.
Yet again, the girls did a great job of breaking the press.
And you love to see that coming out of a timeout if you're Coach Stroyan. Come out of it with some confidence and then execute on the offensive end. Nice look for the Redskins underneath. Alvera not able to put it in, and Winkelpleck pulls down a defensive rebound. Hughes up ahead to Myers. Myers picks it up, needs some help. Now Hughes will come back. Set the offense up. Winkelpleck and Sowers at the elbows. Work it right side. McAllister coming off the screen from Sowers. Nothing there. Resets to Myers. 8 on the shot clock. Myers going to pull it out and reset. Greenbacks have got to put together something fast. McAllister dribbling. Tough shot. Doesn't hit the rim. It'll be a shot clock violation. That time defended well by the Redskins. Greenbacks never got a look that they liked. Brooklyn Short will check into the ball game. as Trinity Olvera comes out. A 4-minute mark here of the third quarter. 39-25 your score. Redskins on top, 9-2 on the season. Greenbacks trying to pull off the upset. Need to chip away at this lead as Mullins into the paint for another 2. She's got 9 on the night. Gives the Redskins their biggest lead of 16 here at the 3:33 mark. And a whistle, maybe some.
I think Emery Myers might have a bloody nose.
Blood on the Greenbacks, so she'll have to come out of the ball game as they take a look at her. Hildebrand quickly checking in.
That's the second Greenback that's had blood on him this evening. McAllister had one there at the end of the first half.
I didn't see that one. They'll get Myers tended to on the sideline. Substitution for the Redskins as well as Lewis checks out of the ball game. Hughes to inbounds in front of her own bench here near side. Hildebrand comes out to get it. May need some help. Dribbles out of it. Now stolen away by Hammond. Hammond trying to push the pace. Finds Ryan right side. Fires. A rare miss for Kylie Ryan. Redskins keep it alive with the offensive rebound. Now a dribble drive to the paint falls short, but another offensive rebound into the hands of Mullins. And the third time makes the Greenbacks pay on that one. Puts Mullins into double digits with 11 and gives the Redskins a 43-25 lead. 2:55 to play here in the third quarter. And a whistle as Hughes trying to flash through the lane. I think they get Kylie Ryan on the off-ball whistle.
Be her third.
Substitutions for the Redskins as Ruby Alvarez will check into the ball game for Ryan. Myers still getting worked on the bench for the Greenbacks after coming out after that bloody nose. Hughes left wing, dribbles into a triple team, trying to kick it out. McAllister top of the key. Winklepleck at the elbow, but stripped away from Hammond on the backside. She's trying to split the Greenback defense, running up ahead. Outlet pass, near side to short, and tipped out of bounds after the miss. Goes back to the Greenbacks. Greenbacks looking to get that offense going that we saw in the first half. They've struggled here in this third quarter. McAllister right side has a good take. Baseline fouled from behind. She'll go to the free throw line.
It's a good strong take by McAllister there.
Good way to create some offense when things feel a little stuck in the mud. Get to the rim, try to draw the foul, and get to the free throw line to get your shot going.
I believe Brooklyn Short picked up her third personal here in the third quarter with 2:13 left.
McAllister, her first trip to the free throw line, knocks it down. Couple more substitutions for Coach Fowler as Olvera and Lewis check into the ball game. McAllister with one more free throw on the way. Back iron, Winklepleck keeps it alive though, shot up, that one falls short and Mullins clears it for the Redskins. Top of the key, Redskins go left side. Olvera, entry pass, dump down Mullins. Boy, she's found herself open underneath that bucket.
Yeah, the backside rotation is just a little late for the Greenbacks on that possession.
She's got 10 of her 13 points here in this third quarter. Coming out of half, the emphasis for Coach Fowler has really been Mullins in the paint. Winklepleck to McAllister near side. Greenbacks trying to go to their big man. Sowers down low, but tipped from behind by Mullins, sends it out of bounds. Greenbacks will have to reset. Into Winklepleck, off the inbounds, back to Hughes in the corner. She'll try a three. A high bounce off the front of the rim. Olvera with the defensive board. Hammond pushing it up ahead, looking for Lewis. Got behind the defense and finishes. Shamari Lewis, she's got 14 on the night. And the Redskins on top 27-16. Full timeout from Coach Troy, and we'll be back in 60 seconds with more Greenback basketball.
Looking for a dealership you can trust? Doug Gray Chevrolet in Pratt is your hometown destination for quality vehicles and exceptional service. From brand new Chevrolets to dependable, pre-owned options, you'll find the perfect fit for your lifestyle and budget. Their friendly, knowledgeable team makes buying easy, and their service department keeps you running strong long after the sale. When you want honesty, value, and a better way to buy, choose Doug Gray Chevrolet in Pratt. Experience the difference today.
When it comes to your health, trust Grace Clinic and Urgent Care in Pratt. Conveniently located at 920 East 1st Street, Grace Clinic proudly serves Pratt and the surrounding area. Family nurse practitioner McKaylee Kirby provides primary care, urgent care, and sports physicals, and is accepting new patients and walk-ins. Open Monday through Friday, except Tuesdays, from 8:30 to 6, and Saturdays, 9 to noon. Call 620-388-3086 today. That's Grace Clinic and Urgent Care, caring for your family close to home.
Welcome back. 1:18 to play here in the third quarter. Coach Stroyan using another one of her timeouts to give her girls a breather. They trail 47-26 in this third quarter. Feels like the Redskins are the ones who came out of the half much fresher, have executed much cleanly. And the Greenbacks still trying to put together some good offensive sets, have been outscored 15-5 here in this third quarter. Hughes top of the key, looking for Sowers. Mullins with a hand on it, out front running, left side, jump stop, good. What a big third quarter for Malia Mullins. She's got 15 points on the evening, 13 of them since the halftime mark. McAllister right side, 45 seconds to play here in the third. Driving against Olvera, kicks it out to Hughes. Hughes trying to back down her defender. Tough shot. Falls short into the hands of Mullins. A 1 second difference between game clock and shot clock, and a quick three-point bucket on the far side. Ruby Alvarez, her second of the game. Redskins now on top 52-26. A big third quarter here for the Redskins. Hughes right side, 10 seconds to play. Picks it up, needs some help. McAllister comes out left side to provide it. Can she get a shot off? Winkelplex setting a screen for her. McAllister pulls up at the free throw line, and shot just misses off the mark to the right. After 3 quarters of play, Redskins lead this game 52-26. Stick around, fourth quarter action when we come back here on Thunder Country.
On the basketball court, a good offense is the best defense. You can count on me, Jamie Roach, your Farm Bureau agent, to be your family's point guard and defend you against whatever life throws your way. I am there to handle all your auto, home, life, and business insurance needs. Don't wait for the worst to happen when it comes to your insurance. Talk to me, Jamie Roach, today and see how I can help protect what matters most.
Farm Bureau Property and Casualty Insurance Company, Western Agricultural Insurance Company.
Clear, comfortable vision is one of life's greatest blessings. At Maydew Tebow Optometry, Doctors Troy Maydew, Seth Tebow, and Andrew Piester are committed to helping you maintain healthy eyes and clear vision. Prevention and early intervention are the keys to your eyes, providing that clear and comfortable vision your entire life. Regular comprehensive eye examinations are essential in identifying conditions that can damage your sight. Call us at Maydew Tebow Optometry for an appointment today, or visit us at maydewtebow.com.
Welcome back. Fourth quarter action, 52-26. Redskins on top after a big third quarter. Came out and outscored the Greenbacks 20-5 in that third quarter. And now the Greenbacks find themselves a deficit that may be too much to overcome, but finishing strong has got to be on the minds of these girls. Myers back into the ball game to start this fourth quarter after having to get tuned up a bit after coming out with a bloody nose in that third quarter. Good to see her back on the court. A whistle top of the key against the Redskins.
We got Lewis.
Hughes to inbounds, goes high to Winkelpleck in the backcourt. Winkelpleck looking for Hughes. Gives it back to Winkelpleck on the bounce pass. Winkelpleck, a good job backing down Mullins. Drops it in for 2. Winkelpleck with 7 points on the evening. Ryan running the offense for the Redskins here. They go to Mullins on that low right block. Kick back out to Olvera. Now reset middle court. Olvera gets it back. Ryan going to try a deep 3.
Man.
Why not? Knocks down her 6th three-point bucket of the night. 18 points, all 18 of them from behind the arc.
And 2 of those have been pretty deep, and that was one of them.
That was one of them. Myers right side for the Greenbacks. 6:55 to play here in the 4th quarter. Coming off the screen from Sowers, can't use it. Goes to Hughes. Hughes trying to get by Ryan on the dribble. Good bounce pass to Winkelpleck. Winkelpleck, another bucket.
Yep, a great job by Hughes by penetrating, drawing the defender. Good look to Winkelpleck, and a great job in knocking the shot down.
6:32 to play here in the 4th. 55-30, Redskins on top. Lewis, double team, draws in, kicks it back out. Goes right side. Olvera, shot blocked, goes out of bounds. It'll stay with the Redskins. Like McAllister on the block for the Greenbacks. Tough shot for Lewis under the rim. Had her back to the rim when she tried to get that up. Hughes pushing the ball back the other way. McAllister in the short corner. Gonna dribble out of it. Resets this Greenback offense. Now to Myers. Winkelpleck sets the screen. Myers goes right side, puts it in the hands of McAllister. Has her defender on the court. Can she take advantage of it? Yes. Good dribble drive from Lake and McAllister. And a timeout, I believe this one coming from Coach Fowler with 5:44 to play. Looks like she'll take a full timeout. We'll take one with her. Be back in 60 seconds here on Thunder Country.
This is Terry from Gatlin Meckler's Pharmacy. On display in our pharmacy is a nice assortment of over-the-counter items and a wide array of medical supplies, which includes knee scooters, walkers, canes, and bathroom items. We bill Medicare for respiratory supplies and immunizations. Our preferred pricing on prescriptions will get you through the door, and our customer service will get you to come back. Be sure to stop in today and see us on Country Club Road in Pratt.
When it comes to real estate, folks want to work with someone they know and trust. I'm John Hamm with Hamm Auction and Real Estate. Whether you're buying a home, selling land, or thinking about an auction, Kevin and I take the time to walk you through every step. No pressure, just honest local advice. We're proud supporters of the Pratt High Greenbacks and proud to be a part of this community. Give me a call at 620-450-7481 or Kevin at 620-770-2381. Hamm Auction and Real Estate, local knowledge you can trust.
Welcome back. 5:44 to play here in the 4th quarter. Redskins lead at 55-32. Greenbacks have outscored them 6-3 to start this 4th quarter, showing some signs of life. Trying to finish this ball game, something you can come away with, something coachable, something positive, something that you can head into a locker room and know that you gave it everything you had.
That's
and there's
right,
signs that you can take from that to build on moving forward against this very good 9-2 Liberal team. Lewis, a kick out into the corner. 3-point shot from Hammond falls short, but kept alive with the offensive board. Trying to work it down low in the paint. Short will get fouled.
That is one thing this evening on the foul side for the Greenbacks. There hasn't been a whole lot of fouls called.
Now that one called on Winkelpleck, her first. Sowers with only one. Those are the only 2 Greenbacks that have been whistled for fouls this whole ball game. Redskins come high over the top. Lewis tries an open 3. Rebound falls into the hands of Myers. Hughes going to set the offense up right side for the Greenbacks. Winkelpleck comes out to help. Sowers and Winklepleck both out around the perimeter. Now Winklepleck will cut to the rim. They get it to her. Nothing there. Hughes dribble in. Jump shot from the free throw line. Good. That bucket puts Hughes into double digits on the evening. She's got 10. Makes it a 55-34 ball game. Lewis on the baseline. Tipped around, and Winklepleck comes away with it. Wisely slows down. Going to let the rest of the offense catch up. Didn't have numbers. McAllister, baseline drive. Too far under the bucket. Tough shot. Redskins out front running. Ryan right side. Tries to draw the contact, and she will. Going to get Winklepleck for the foul on that. Should send Kylie Ryan to the free throw line.
I think that might have been her first attempt of a shot inside the three-point line.
Yeah, this will be her first time to try to pick up some points that aren't three-point buckets. That one rattles out. She's got 6 made threes on the night. Been an impressive night shooting for Kylie Ryan. Second free throw, that one rattles in. 19 on the evening for Ryan. 4:22 to play here in the fourth quarter. Redskins on top, 56-34. Hughes to Myers right side. Myers gonna put it on the court, dribble in, has a lane. Shot was deflected, but she'll go to the free throw line, drawing the foul.
Another good rip and go. Took it to the baseline, was strong with the ball.
Brooklyn Short may have picked up her 4th foul. Myers at the free throw line, knocks down the first. Second free throw, that one goes as well. Emery Myers, 2 of 2 at the free throw line.
Hughes steals the inbounds, stays with the Greenbacks.
See if they can double up on the points here. Kick out, Myers, 3-point bucket, just misses. Well, that would have been a quick 5 points for Emery Myers, but it's the Redskins that come away with it. Up ahead, McAllister jumps in front of it for the Greenbacks. Poked out of bounds, it stays with the Greenbacks.
Still liking the fight out of the ladies in this late fourth quarter.
Well, Myers back at the free throw line, able to go 2 of 2, one of the better free throw shooters for this Greenback team. A hoop shoot champion. She was one of those that would take it all the way to Colorado Springs back in her younger days with that Elks hoop shoot champion.
What a great deal that the Elks, puts on.
Oh, yeah, it's neat. Always some Pratt kids representing as Hughes tries a shot from the right elbow, doesn't go. And Lewis and Sowers trying to fight that one. Jump ball to call. That may be the first jump ball we've seen called tonight.
There's still 3:38 left in the game.
That one goes to the Redskins. Redskins will walk it up the court. Ryan to Lewis in the corner. Mullins trying to post up. Lewis gets it back. Takes it in, trying to challenge Sowers. Gets her own rebound. Put back over the rim. Winklepleck cleans it up for a defensive board. Hughes up ahead to McAllister. McAllister pull up, jump shot, good. Good heads up play from McAllister. If you took the time to try to get that ball to the rim, the defense was going to collapse and contest that shot. Pulling up where she did.
Really good job of keeping her balance, taking her time and knocking it down.
I've always thought that's a tough shot too, that baseline 4 to 8 footer where there's nothing behind you, no backboard to use. You're just straight parallel with the backboard. A good job by McAllister. The Redskins trying to slip through on the offensive side. The step through doesn't go. Out of bounds, goes to the Greenbacks. Greenbacks closing this ball game out with some positive signs. They still trail at 56-38, but have came out in this fourth quarter and have outscored the Redskins. Hughes across the half-court logo, goes to Sowers' right side. Out of McAllister. McAllister working, puts it on the court again, taking that baseline this time, rolls it over the rim, and Sowers will go to the free throw line for the and one.
Boy, Sowers having another solid night underneath the rim, picking up her 8th board of the evening. Just continues to fight on that backside and doing a great job.
And 8 points to go with those 8 boards for Sowers. She'll go to the free throw line for one more. Not before Coach Fowler wants to talk with her team. She'll take a 30-second timeout. 2:40 to play here in the fourth. The Greenbacks trail at 56-40, but a good fourth quarter. They've outscored the Redskins 14-4 here in this fourth.
Yeah, it's been a good fourth quarter, and you'd love to see it out of the girls. They had a pretty deep hole to dig out of, but, they're still seeing the fight in them, and they're still, like I said, just battling all the way to the end, and you love to see that in them.
Sowers will have a chance to pick up the three-point play when we come back out of this break. She'll be at the free throw line. You mentioned the 8 rebounds. She's got 8 points to go with it, and a game where the scoring really been spread around. Sowers with 8, Hughes with 10, McAllister with 7, Winkelpleck with 9. We get back in action here. It will be Sowers at the free throw line, trying to add one more to it. It's 2 of 2 from the free throw line earlier tonight, and that one off the mark to the left. Just a bit outside, they would say. Outside. 2:40 to play. It'll be Redskins ball.
The dynamite drop in, Cody.
Hammond in the corner looking for Lewis. The double team kick out to Mullins, who's had a great game. Can't finish the 2-footer. Sowers picks up another board, this time on the defensive end. Hughes right side, picks it up, needs some help. Now gets her dribble back after the deflection. See if she can do anything with it. Really working hard against Ryan, and will go to the free throw line. Ryan may have picked up her 4th foul. She's been defending Hughes well all night.
She has. She's been a very good defender on Hughes. All of Hughes' points tonight have been very well contested.
Made it tough for Hughes to score. Still able to get 10. A chance for 2 more here as she knocks down the first. Second free throw, good. Hughes goes 2 of 2 at the free throw line. She's got 12 on the night, leads the Greenbacks in scoring. Ryan coming back the other way, trying to get by Sowers. Runs the baseline, now feeds Lewis underneath. After mentioning 2 minutes ago that this game hasn't been a lot of whistles and fouls, these last 2 minutes seem to have been full of them.
Well, this is also what happens whenever your legs start to get tired. You're not as quick as you are to start reaching a little bit more, using your body a little more.
Lewis at the free throw line, can't hit the first. Second free throw. Back and forth off the rim. It finally drops for Lewis. She goes 1 of 2 at the free throw line. Under 2 to play here. Myers having trouble.
But good job keeping her composure, and now she's going to go to the line. 15 foul on the Redskins.
That one against Madison Hammond. Myers at the line. Knocks down another one. Emery Myers had a good day at the free throw line. 5 of her points to this point have come at the charity stripe. Second free throw on the way, good as well. Greenbacks trying to double team on the other end. Mullins able to get in front of it, and she'll go to the free throw line. See who they get that whistle on. Looks like Sowers will be flagged for her second foul of the evening. As Mullins at the free throw line knocks down the first. Second free throw, back of the rim. Lewis there underneath, put that good. Able to get in front of the Greenback box out. And Shamari Lewis picks up her 17th point, puts the Redskins on top 60-44. A minute and a half to play here in this fourth quarter. Sowers kick out, Myers deep 2, knocks it down. Myers now into double digits for the Greenbacks. She's got 10. Mullins on that low left block and a late whistle after the shot. Likely will send Mullins back to the free throw line. Sowers picks up another. And Mullins making a trip right back to the free throw line. That one falls. Winklepleck coming out of the ball game as Lainey Ritz checks into the ball game for the first time. Mullins knocks down the second free throw. She goes 2 of 2 at the free throw line. Now leads all scorers with 18. Hughes trying to do something with 60 seconds left here for the Greenbacks. Goes right side to Myers. McAllister now comes out to help on the left side, working off a screen from Ritz, and an offensive foul on the screen from Lainey Ritz.
Hey, good screen. Just a little aggressive.
Yeah. The Redskins going to get the ball back. Go left side. Hammond now back top of the key to Ryan. Her and Hammond going back and forth. Let's get past Ryan, right side. She likes that spot. Three-point shot, good. .22 points on the evening for Kylie Ryan. Hughes with under 30, gonna try a three of her own, knocks it down right side. Good job by Hughes working off that screen. 65-49 your score, Redskins on top. Hughes, the steal up top, has Myers trailing right side. Hughes gonna take it left hand. Another bucket for Hope Hughes. And the Redskins will dribble this ball out as the buzzer sounds. 65-51, your final score. The Greenbacks fall by 14 here on the road. We'll go to 5-11 on the season. The Redskins improve to 10-2. Stick around, we've got the Maydew Tebow Optometry post-game show coming up when we return here on Thunder Country.
It's a fact. A custom cow mineral does not have to cost more. Actually, it might be just what you need to improve your cow herd. The friendly and helpful professionals at Extra Factors in Pratt are available to sit down and discuss your operations needs and goals. From custom protein supplements and liquid protein to bulk commodities and possible mineral formulation. Find it all at Extra Factors. Call 620-672-5616 and speak with Levi Macbeth for all your nutritional needs. Extra Factors. We put the extra into cattle nutrition.
This is Jeff.
And Jared.
At Intergreen Services, proud supporter of the Pratt Greenbacks.
Around here we say one call fixes it all. From HVAC, plumbing, septic, electrical, and even water well service. We're your hometown team you can count on, just like the Greenbacks on game day.
We're proud to stand behind our athletes, our school, and our community.
So when something needs fixing at home, call Intergreen at 620-672-2338 or visit intergreenservices.com.
Intergreen Services, neighbors helping neighbors, always cheering for the Greenbacks.
Are you interested in building a new home or remodeling your current one? If so, give J.A. Knight & Sons a call today. This is Chase Golly with J.A. Knight & Sons, and we are the area's premier general contractor and have been serving the Pratt and surrounding area for over 50 years with superior quality and attention to detail. We specialize in high-end residential and commercial construction and have now expanded our services to include pre-engineered metal buildings. J.A. Knight & Sons is a proud supporter of Greenback Athletics and would like to help turn your next dream into reality.
Exceptional dentistry, right in your neighborhood. At Pratt Family Dental, Dr. Carson Hopkins and Dr. Stephen Coons are here to keep your smile healthy and bright. From routine cleanings to advanced care, our team has the expertise and technology to handle all your dental needs with comfort and confidence. Because at Pratt Family Dental, it's not just about teeth, it's about family, trust, and smiles that last a lifetime. Call today to schedule your appointment with Dr. Hopkins or Dr. Coons. Pratt Family Dental, where exceptional care meets friendly faces.
Welcome back to the Maydew Tebow Optometry postgame show here on Thunder Country. The Lady Greenbacks fall 65-51 here in Liberal, Kansas. 5-11, the Greenbacks record now. Liberal improves to 10-2 on the season. And a ball game that the Greenbacks first half trailed by 11 going into that halftime mark, 32-21, and you wondered how they'd come out to start that second half. Didn't get any rest in that first half, playing with really only 5. We saw Hildebrand come in a little bit for just a few brief moments in that second quarter. But other than that, no substitution for the starting 5 for Coach Stroyan. So you knew the girls were going to wear down at some point. It was just a matter of how long and how much could they fight it off. And they did a pretty good job that first half. The third quarter, they came out a little slow.
Yep. You take that first half, the girls were always in that game.
Yeah.
They're at the end of the first quarter, they hit a buzzer beater 3 that I think it put them back up 7 or something. The girls had it close, and the same thing happened in the second quarter. The girls fought back and got to where it was a very manageable game. It was still anybody's game, especially even at halftime it still was. That third quarter was really the difference maker on the run that the Redskins went on.
20-5. Redskins outscored them 20-5 in that third quarter. And then at that point, it was like, oh, this game was going to go one of two ways. It was either going to continue another fourth quarter where the Redskins appeared to dominate, or the Greenbacks were going to find something in themselves in that quarter break and come out and fight back in the fourth. And that's what they chose to do. That fourth quarter, the Greenbacks then come out and outscored the Redskins 25-13 in that fourth quarter. So a great fourth quarter and kind of a great sign of when you're faced with some adversity, what do?
Yeah,
do you crumple up and just let it continue, or do you fight back? And Coach Stroyan and her girls, I thought, really did a good job fighting back in that fourth quarter.
Yeah, you've never seen the girls quite, quit or give up in the fourth quarter, which is great to see. They just kept their heads down, kept doing what they needed to do, and got some shots to fall, got some stops on the defensive side, which is always good too. Like I said, it's a 4-quarter game, and you got to find a way to play all 4 quarters.
Yeah, and boy, when you're only playing with 5, it's tough to do. We saw about 9-10 players for this Redskin team make their way in and out of the rotation. So fresh legs for Coach Fowler and her girls throughout the game. We saw them with full court pressure, slowing our girls down, and it just really wore them down as the game went on. I thought they just, again, did a great job to fight it off as long as they could and finish on a positive note.
Yeah, you could really see in that second half a lot of red cheeks. The legs weren't quite there as they were in the first quarter and whatnot. Like I said, I'm still very proud of the girls for fighting all the way through and having a great fourth quarter. That's just some momentum that you can take with you. If you're just looking for positives, that's a positive that I see tonight.
We saw red cheeks. We saw bloody noses. I mean, they fought through everything tonight. Emery Myers and Lakin McAllister both having to come out with some blood at one point in the ball game, and didn't slow them down as they finished with good nights. McAllister with 7 on the night. Myers into double digits with 10 on the night. We'll go ahead and round out the scoring here. Winkelpleck finished with 9. Hughes led the way with 17, and Sowers 8 points to go with, probably 10 rebounds as well. Nearly a double-double for Addison Sowers as she was tasked with defending Mullins down low, who had great footwork and was physical for the Redskins, and Sowers did all she could to get hers. And Mullins with a good night on the flip side, though, for the Redskins.
Yeah, you got to tip your hat to Addison Sowers and Dahlia Winkelpleck. I thought they did a really good job on the boards tonight. They fought for a lot of them. You just can't get all of them, but as long as you're fighting for them, they're going to get some bounces go your way. And tonight I thought they did a good job against these big girls from Liberal.
We mentioned the big night from Mullins. 3 players for the Redskins, over 15 points on the night. You had Mullins with 18. Shamari Lewis, 17, and Kylie Ryan with 22. Beyond the arc, 7 3-point buckets for Kylie Ryan. The only other point coming at the free throw line. So tough to contend when you've got 3 players scoring 15 plus.
Yeah, and I believe she had 5 threes in the first half.
Yeah, a big night. She came out firing, and they were falling early. Cooled off a little bit in the second half, but picked up there in the fourth quarter, then knocked down another 2 big 3-point buckets. And it was an impressive night of shooting. For the roster for the Redskins, Ryan finished with 22, Lewis 17 on the night, Ruby Alvarez with 6, Hammond with 2, and Mullins with 18. So the scoring a lot more concentrated for this Redskins team, but when you've got it come at the volume that you do, it can be a little more concentrated.
And they're all very good players. They were fun to watch. Like I said, they're a very quick, disciplined team. They played the game well.
So the Greenbacks will fall here as they're back in action after a long break. 5-11 snaps that 2-game winning streak that the Greenbacks were coming into this ball game with. And that's how we'll close out that Lady Greenback game. Before we do, we got to give an update on the Ham Auction Buckets for Booster Club and hand out our Timish Electric Player of the Game Award. Ham Auction Buckets for Booster Club. The Greenbacks came into the ball game 51 made 3-point buckets on this season. and it was Hope Hughes, the lone player for the Greenbacks, knocking them down from beyond the arc. Had 3 tonight, 2 in the first, 1 in the fourth. It was tough getting her shot off. She was defended by Kylie Ryan all night long. Between those two, 10 three-point buckets between Ryan and Hughes out there on the court. So we definitely witnessed some good shooting out there. So once again, Ham Auction buckets for Booster Club. John and Kevin at Ham Auction, 3rd year running, have put on this promotion where they donate $5 for every made three-point bucket to the Greenback Booster Club. Thank you again to John and Kevin at Ham Auction for keeping that running the 3rd year in doing so. Now time for the Timish Electric player of the ball game. When you look at those stats, what do you see that jumps out to you?
You know, I do like the rebounding stats, but I'm going to have to go with Hope Hughes tonight, just the way that her adversity, that she had to work for everything tonight. Not that
never came out of the ball game.
Never came out of the ball game. And one thing that I did notice out there tonight that I loved is she was talking to those young girls. You know, I seen her at some when we were shooting free throws or something. She was back there kind of helping out. You know, and I really am impressed by that as a senior, being able to take that leadership role on. And hey, you know, I'm going to pat you on the back here. We're going to calm you down. I'm going to, hey, try this, try that. I've seen that out of her multiple times tonight, and I'm very impressed by that.
And she's had a great senior season to watch. Her along with Sowers, they've been fun to watch lead this team. And I agree, Hope Hughes, 17 points on the evening. She does take home the Timish Electric player of the game. So congratulations, Hope. One of many you've taken home this season. And that will wrap it up for the post-game work of the ladies' action. When we come back, we'll get you set for tip-off, break down the men's action coming up after the break here on Thunder Country.
Are you a sports fan looking for a great place to grab a bite to eat? Look no further than Legends Cafe, located in Pratt, Kansas, on Highway 54. Legends is open 6 days a week and serves up mouth-watering burgers, fresh salads, hearty sandwiches, and much more. And don't forget about their daily specials. Legends is proud to support Greenback sports and all the local teams. So whether you're celebrating a big win or just need to refuel after the game, Legends has you covered. Come on down to Legends, and we'll take care of the rest.
At Timish Electric, we light up your world with reliable and efficient electrical services. Our team of skilled and certified electricians is dedicated to providing top-notch service for all your electrical needs. From residential, commercial, or industrial needs, we ensure your electrical systems are safe, reliable, and up to code. Contact us today at 620-672-9334 to schedule a consultation. Timish Electric, proudly serving Pratt and the surrounding areas electrical needs for over 25 years.
Mead Lumber in Pratt is looking better than ever. Stop by and see our brand new renovations with the same friendly faces you know and trust. Whether you're tackling a big project or just need supplies for the weekend, Mead Lumber has you covered with quality products and expert service. We're proud to be a part of this community and even more proud to support the hardworking athletes of Pratt High School. Mead Lumber, building relationships, building Pratt.
To keep your equipment running, count on BTI for bulk oil delivered directly to your farm. Now BTI delivers 3 times the product, and it's quicker than ever. Our trucks travel up to 150 miles from any of our 6 stores, delivering premium oil, hydraulic fluid, and DEF, up to 1,500 gallons in just 30 minutes. It's another way to save you time and money. Call any of our 6 BTI locations or visit btioil.com. BTI, our family in partnership with your family.
Welcome back to what is now the Doug Ray Chevrolet pregame show here on Thunder Country. As we get you set for tip-off, it will be the Pratt High boys 13-1 taking on the Redskins of Liberal. Now, we saw a Lady Redskin team that came into this ballgame 9-2. Flip the script a little bit on the boys. The boys have struggled this season, 1-11 on this season. The lone win coming against Wichita North back earlier in the season. So this is a ball game that the Greenbacks come out, I would say, the heavy favorite, not to put any pressure on Coach Patton or his boys, but being the 13-1 number 4 ranked team in 4A is where Pratt currently sits, depending on what polls that you look at. But a lot of them have Pratt sitting at number 4, and then you've got Rock Creek, Atchison, and Bishop Miege, I believe, all ahead of Pratt if you're looking at rankings at this point in the season. As we get later on in this season, you kind of start to look at those, and they all narrow down to that Rock Creek matchup. They don't all narrow down to that, but it's going to be a fun game.
It's going to be a big ending.
It's going to be a fun game to close out the season. The Greenbacks scheduled to host Rock Creek at Pratt, the last regular season game of the season. And so currently Rock Creek number 1 in 4A, Pratt sitting at number 4. So that game will likely have some implications on seeding when you talk about whether you're the 4 seed, the 3 seed, the 2 seed, the 1 seed. So it'll be a fun one.
And another thing that can come into effect is the one game that we have not been able to play in the Hoisington final game. You know, when it comes down to that.
Yeah, and I'm not sure
it'll
how
come down
all
to
that
if
plays
it's a
out
tie
to the
with
wins.
Yeah, if you don't
percentage,
have it, it'll go to the other team. So that could also play an effect.
One less game. That's kind of how the Greenbacks closed out last week, and Coach Batten talked about this long layoff that they've had. Missed a game in that break. The Hoisington tournament, the girls were able to get all 3 of their ball games in, but the boys were scheduled to play in that championship ball game, and that weather that came in really disrupted things as they weren't even able to get the semifinal game in on the boys' side. So then there was nobody to slot in of who the boys should play. And just really unfortunate for Coach Batten and his boys. That Hoisington tournament hasn't been won since 2022 by the boys. You know, they lost in that championship game last year to Hoisington, so they really had a great chance and had set themselves up this season to put that trophy back in the case for the Greenbacks, and not able to get it played.
Slipped through the fingers again.
I know, one that you just liked that somehow you could have worked it out, but boy, the nature gods of Kansas just said it was not in the fate this season. So hopefully, I think they are still looking to try to maybe get a game picked up to fill that spot in the schedule, just so you don't come down to that tie-break situation of having one game less than somebody else who you might have the same record as. That is still a lot to be determined. I don't know if they'll get it picked up or not. Tonight, they got to take care of the Redskins here at Liberal, as the Greenbacks, we were able to watch them play Tuesday night. That was kind of the fun thing. The Greenbacks hosted, our gymnasium hosted a Liberal collegiate matchup, saved both of them, a trip from traveling all the way out to the other. So collegiate was the home team in that game, but they played it at Pratt High. So there was a lot of Pratt people in attendance, myself, Coach Batten, a lot of just trying to see a chance to look at this Liberal team before you came out here a couple days later and kind of see what they had, who was in the lineup, what kind of athletes. And Coach Batten talked about it in that halftime show. They've got some athletes on the court for this Liberal team.
Yeah, it's just not a scenario you see very often where you get to watch an opponent, you know, without having to play them, you know, that night, you know, or film. It's different than film. Let's put it that way. When you get to see them live, how they work and all that, you know, it's just different than sitting in front of a TV screen watching it. And like I said, it's very beneficial for Pratt to be able to do that. And, you know, we had the luxury of being at our home place and watching, you know, collegiate play again, which is always fun to watch, and get eyes on the Liberal team.
You know, and a player to keep an eye out that stood out in that Tuesday night ball game was senior guard James Fieser, a 6'3" senior for this Liberal team. Just an all-out athlete all around, a Shrine Bowl selection. He'll be playing in that later this summer, representing the Redskins, but a good athlete. He's averaging over 17 a night for this Redskin team. Had a big 30-point performance earlier this season, and he can handle the ball really well for this Redskin team. So I think if the Greenbacks can shut him down, close out on some of those outside shooters that Coach Batten talked about, I feel like this is a game that the Greenbacks have the mismatch when it comes to size. That was the one thing we didn't see a lot Tuesday night, kind of scouting them out, was they don't have a lot of height to contend with what the Greenbacks are putting on the court.
Yeah, I think you're going to see what we've seen most of the season throughout for the Greenbacks, is the offense is going to run through Arlie Morrell. I mean, he's just such a force underneath and just an athletic player himself, and I believe tonight's going to be no different than any other night.
Yep, should be a game where the Greenbacks can come out, kind of impose what they want to do, but a Redskin team that you'll have to look out for. Stick around, we got more of the Doug Gray Chevrolet pregame show when we return here on Thunder Country.
Mead Lumber in Pratt is looking better than ever. Stop by and see our brand new renovations with the same friendly faces you know and trust. Whether you're tackling a big project or just need supplies for the weekend, Mead Lumber has you covered with quality products and expert service. We're proud to be a part of this community and even more proud to support the hardworking athletes of Pratt High School. Mead Lumber, building relationships, building Pratt.
To keep your equipment running, count on BTI for bulk oil delivered directly to your farm. Now BTI delivers 3 times the product, and it's quicker than ever. Our trucks travel up to 150 miles from any of our 6 stores, delivering premium oil, hydraulic fluid, and DEF, up to 1,500 gallons in just 30 minutes. It's another way to save you time and money. Call any of our 6 BTI locations or visit btioil.com. BTI, our family in partnership with your family.
For your fine dining experience, be sure to stop at Club D'Est in downtown Pratt, Western Kansas's premier steakhouse for over 50 years. They'll serve you the best with their friendly, attentive staff and home-cooked meal you desire. Also offering a full range of entertainment with live music and karaoke weekend nights. So come for food and stay for fun at Club D'Est in downtown Pratt. Open 7 nights a week.
This is Chris with Car Auction Real Estate. We've been proudly moving assets since 1965, with locations in Pratt and Larned servicing the surrounding counties.
Jamie here with Car Auction and Real Estate. While our marketing strategies clearly stand out, we stand strong on our principles of integrity, transparency, and reputation in our industry.
Whether it be buying, selling, auction, or appraisal needs, look us up online at carauction.com.
Good luck and go Greenbacks.
Welcome back to the Doug Ray Chevrolet pregame show here on Thunder Country. Couple minutes away from tip-off here as we get you all set for round 2 of this Friday night action. It'll be the Greenbacks 13-1 taking on the 1-11 Redskins. But as always, you cannot look at those numbers on paper, come in with any assumptions. If you're Coach Batten or these players, you've got to know once that ball's thrown up from the opening tip, you've got to go out there and fight for it.
Yeah, nobody's record matters when it's 0-0. You still got to come out and play the game, and got to come out with that fast start and aggression like I'm expecting is going to happen out of the Greenback teams. We haven't seen it where it hasn't really been that.
Nobody's record matters when it's 0-0. That sounds like a fear.
I just thought of that on the fly too.
I like that. Look at you.
That broadcasting school is really paying off.
It should be a fun one here. This crowd's starting to fill up here in this gymnasium. And again, beautiful facilities here in Liberal, Kansas. If you're seeing the camera shaking, it's from the bass that's coming through on this sound system that gets everybody ready to go for tip-off as we are nearly there with starting lineups. They did the national anthem before the ladies' game, so I don't anticipate one coming before tip-off for the boys' game. Trying to sort through starting lineups. Had a couple numbers on the board that we were sorting out, but I think we're all square, ready to go. Again, if you're tuning into tonight, however you're tuning in, we appreciate it. Live, as always, on Thunder Country 98.3, and tonight also streaming on Eastus Media, both Facebook and YouTube, whichever is the easiest for you to watch or listen. We like to give you a lot of options here at Eastus Media and at Thunder Country. It does appear a national anthem will be coming again before the boys tip-off, so we'll take a quick break. And when we come back, starting lineups for this Greenback Redskin matchup here in Liberal, Kansas.
Escape into your ultimate outdoor getaway with the help of Uni Landscapes, your local full-service landscape design and construction company specializing in landscapes, hardscapes, patios, sprinkler systems, water features, and snow removal services. They create your dream space by incorporating design elements unique to you and your family. Uni Landscapes serves Pratt and the surrounding area and is open Monday through Friday. Call 620-672-3301 to transform your outdoor space today.
Need proof that Pratt has something for you? Living in Pratt is second to none with a fitness center, added new wings on an already impressive regional medical center, even an art museum. Pratt has dynamic downtown shopping, lots of hunting and fishing, and over 200 acres for outdoor lovers. Pratt is a great place to work and raise a family with beautiful older homes and new developments. Progressive, proud, and visionary. Proof that Pratt has something for you.
Looking for a dealership you can trust? Doug Gray Chevrolet in Pratt is your hometown destination for quality vehicles and exceptional service. From brand new Chevrolets to dependable, pre-owned options, you'll find the perfect fit for your lifestyle and budget. Their friendly, knowledgeable team makes buying easy, and their service department keeps you running strong long after the sale. When you want honesty, value, and a better way to buy, choose Doug Gray Chevrolet in Pratt. Experience the difference today.
When it comes to your health, trust Grace Clinic and Urgent Care in Pratt, conveniently located at 920 East 1st Street. Grace Clinic proudly serves Pratt and the surrounding area. Family nurse practitioner McKaylee Kirby provides primary care, urgent care, and sports physicals, and is accepting new patients and walk-ins. Open Monday through Friday, except Tuesdays, from 8:30 to 6, and Saturdays, 9 to noon. Call 620-388-3086 today. That's Grace Clinic and Urgent Care, caring for your family close to home.
Welcome back as we get you all set for tip-off here for men's basketball action. Time for starting lineups for the Liberal Redskins. Number 4, a 6'3" senior, James Fieser. Number 11, a 5'8" sophomore, Ethan Hernandez. Number 15, 5'9" junior, Juan Diego. Number 24, 6'3" sophomore, Caleb Alvarado. And number 33, 6'1" sophomore, Adrian Moreno. Redskins led by head coach Joel Plummer. And for your Pratt High Greenbacks, number 0, 5'10" junior, Hudson Titus. Number 4, 5'11" junior, Kyler Barker. Number 5, 6' sophomore, Cade Liggett. And number 20, 6'6" senior, Arlie Morrell. Number 33, 6'2" junior, Caleb Strong. The Greenbacks led by head coach Chris Batten, assisted by Tyler Strong and Parker Titus. And with that, we are ready to get you all set for tip-off as both teams make their way to center court. Once again, Greenbacks come out in the road green unis. Liberal in the white with black trim, and it will be Arlie Morrell set to tip off. Final whistle coming. Morrell against Fieser, center court. Ball in the air, we are underway. Morrell comes away with it, puts it into the hands of Kyler Barker. Greenbacks working left to right to open this ball game up on your radio dial. Start with Strong left side, tipped, and Fieser comes away with an early steal. So it'll be the Redskins have a chance to strike first. After that steal, Hernandez, top of the key, comes to Fieser, left side, baseline jumper, back of the rim, too strong from Moreno, and Strong pulls down the board. Titus thought about the three, dribble drive in, tough shot. Tried to get the lob off the glass. He'll go to the free throw line early here to shoot 2.
You know, Hudson Titus coming off a fantastic game, the last game at the Hoysenson tournament.
Yeah, finished at a big night.
Yeah, he had a very good night.
Adrian Moreno called for the foul that sends Hudson Titus to the free throw line. Knocks down the first. Second free throw on the way. Titus, that one rattles out. Morrell fighting for it, doesn't come away with it. Fieser pulls down the defensive rebound. Redskins coming back the other way. Top of the key, Hernandez. Nice entry pass down low, but Moreno not able to finish. Morrell pulls it off the court, looking up ahead. Redskins get back to defend. Greenbacks don't have numbers. Liggett, kick out to Strong. Now comes out, sets the screen. Morrell top of the key, pump fakes, good spin move, fadeaway jumper, tough shot, falls short. Liggett with his hands on it down low, throws it back in, thought he was out of bounds. No whistle, it goes to the Redskins. Baseline jumper, Moreno again. Titus flies in for the defensive board. 1-0 early on here, 6:30 to play in the opening quarter. Barker top of the key. Morel really using his body to post up. He'll go to the free throw line, draws the foul. Looked like Caleb Alvarado pick up his first. Morel at the free throw line, in and out, does not fall. Second free throw goes. Morel 1 of 2 at the free throw line. That pressure from the Greenback defense. Man-to-man, Barker making it tough. Top of the key. Hernandez tried a floater. Sailed out of bounds. They're going to say it was touched. It didn't look like that ball was affected at all in the air by anybody, but ball stays with the Redskins here on the baseline. Feeser on the perimeter. Liggett draws the straw with defending Feeser. Feeser with the turnaround jumper, back of the rim. Hernandez keeps it alive with the offensive board. They'll reset top of the key. Fresh shot clock. Looking for Hernandez at the rim. Titus pulls down the board off the air ball. Titus out running. Now he'll slow it down, gets it to the trailing Arlie Morel. Liggett looking to get downhill, lowers his shoulder, left hand finishes.
Boy, each game you just see that confidence level rising with him, with Liggett. He just does a great job of getting that head down and using his muscles just to get all the way to the rim.
And now you're seeing him just as confident from the left side as he has been from the right side. Just makes him that much more deadly. Feeser steps through the double team of Barker and Liggett. Let's see which one of the Greenbacks they get that foul on. It will go against Cade Liggett. No shooting fouls. The Redskins back to the baseline to inbounds. But Ethan Hernandez inbound and Feeser backside. Greenbacks going straight up, make it tough. Feeser can't finish. Barker pulls it down. Tipped into the hands of Liggett. Morel left side. Has a lane to the rim, lays it in. Looked like he was going to hand that ball off to Strong. Caught everyone off guard, took it straight to the rim. Greenbacks now on top 6-0. Redskins still looking for their first bucket. Moreno top of the key. Trying to dribble by Strong, got by him on the first step. I think Strong thought help was coming from the backside. It never did. Moreno had a clear-cut lane to the rim. Redskins finally able to answer on that offensive possession, make it 6-2. Liggett in the corner trying to bounce pass to Morel, but deflected. Redskins come away with the steal. Hernandez running center court, goes right side. Diego will try a three, not there. Morel flies in for the board. Morel gonna keep it himself, come up the court. Good spin move, started left, now goes back right. Laid it too strong off the back iron, and it bounces out into the hands of Diego. Strong there for the steal. Him and Morel running right and left. Fakes the oop, takes it himself for two. Good take from Caleb Strong. 3:45 to play here in the first quarter. Greenbacks on top, 8-2. Barker with good defense, top of the key on Hernandez. He's got to get rid of it. Feeser trying to get something going against Liggett, but Liggett not giving him any space, and Feeser somehow still able to get that bucket to fall.
Yeah, that was a tough shot.
If he's going to make those buckets, you're okay with that if you're Coach Patton. That was well defended by Cade Liggett. Barker, boy, he takes a hit on the wrist that sent that ball over the backboard. No whistle.
One thing I have seen out of the Greenbacks in this first quarter so far is there hasn't been a lot of offensive sets. You know, it's been a lot of just take the ball, go.
A lot of one-on-one ball.
And not a whole lot of ball movement. There have been a couple possessions they've done it, but it's been a lot of one-on-one.
First substitution for Coach Batten as Liggett and Barker will get a breather. Into the ball game come Carlito Lara and Landon DeMuth. And a good cut to the rim by the Redskins, but Hernandez not able to take advantage of it. The outlet pass tipped away. Titus, Lara, everybody diving for it on the court. It's Fieser who comes away with it. And a whistle on the outlet pass. Hudson Titus picking up his first foul there. Baseline jump through by Fieser, and to the free throw line he'll go. Back-to-back whistles against the Greenbacks. That one going to go against Morrell. And James Fieser will get his first trip to the free throw line. First free throw good. Two of two, Fieser goes at the line, makes it an 8-6 ball game. Greenbacks on top. Lara being pressured all the way up the court, gets it into Morrell. Morrell baseline, nice dump down to DeMuth, who finishes it in the paint. Well, that's tough to defend.
That was a great extra pass by Morrell there, and a good job by DeMuth by flashing to the middle there.
You've got to double team Morrell when he gets by his initial defender, and it draws that defense then off of whoever's in the paint. That time it was DeMuth. 3-point shot from the corner, too strong from Alvarado. And Titus on the backside rebound. 2:15 to play here in the first. Titus trying to shake his defender off. Morrell really working around the perimeter this game. Kick out to Titus. Titus baseline drive, step through, and I believe a walk.
Yeah, got a little too far underneath the basket there. Didn't really have an avenue to go down. And just the momentum carried him, and he drug his pivot foot.
I like the take, trying to get to the rim, draw the defense in, but that time the Redskins did a good job defending it. Titus nowhere to go. The turnover comes. 2 minutes to play here in the first. Fieser on the right wing, comes back Moreno. Now to Hernandez. Alvaro top of the key. Lowering his shoulder in the paint. Moreno comes up short.
It was good defensive by Strong there. Not to cause the foul, just went straight up, altered the shot.
Strong gonna take it to the rim. Left side, good. Caleb Strong, a good take. Ball never left his hand that whole possession. Strong puts the Greenbacks on top, 12-6, 1:25 to play here in the first. Right side, Hernandez, stolen away by Strong. We had DeMuth running left side, but Strong not able to see him. Now the Greenbacks will set up the half-court offense. DeMuth top of the key. Barker peels around to take it from him. Liggett right side, back to Strong. The ball never stays in any Greenbacks' hand too long. Lara, tough take. Sails that one by out of bounds. Diego will check back into the ball game for the Redskins. And Coach Batten going to answer that with a substitution of his own. Hudson Titus will come in for Caleb Strong here at the 56-second mark of the first quarter. Hernandez bringing the ball up the court. Fieser off the court now for this Redskin team, getting a breather as this quarter closes out. Lowering his shoulder, Moreno, another take. And Greenbacks not going straight up, commit the foul. It'll be a chance for an and one.
Yeah, that time he just played like Cade Liggett does and put his head down and went to the rim and absorbed the contact and made the shot.
DeMuth picks up the foul that sends Moreno to the free throw line. The free throw falls short. A whistle on the, I believe they might get shooter Moreno on that offensive foul, trying to cut in front of Lara.
Tell you what, so far through this first quarter here with only 43 seconds left, I feel like the Redskins have the energy and the momentum kind of on their side. I feel like they're just playing a little harder than we are right now.
Well, just the difference of playing in your home court versus a 2.5-hour bus ride. You've seen some a break for the Greenbacks. You know, we talked about that break with Coach Patton. This was the rust that he was hoping didn't need to be shooken off. Liggett trying to get to the rim, a tough take. And the step through, and this game being called a little more tight than what we saw previously with the Lady Greenbacks. As Cade Liggett going to go to the free throw line. Like Alan Olvera called for his first foul, and Liggett can't connect on the front end. Liggett at the free throw line, misses that one as well. 0-2, DeMuth fighting for it, tipped out of bounds. They're going to say last touch by DeMuth. The Redskins will have 27.5 seconds showing, shot clock turned off to close out this first quarter. Fieser now back in the ball game, will walk this one up the court, gets across the halfway mark. Cade Liggett just waiting for him to decide what he wants to do. Liggett fights through the screen, top of the key, under 10 to play. Fieser behind the back, trying to create some space off the dribble, but Liggett not giving it to him there. The space comes, three-point shot on the way, and a last-second heave does not go. Shot at the buzzer will not count. And to close out the first, it'll be the Greenbacks on top, 12-6. We head to the second here on Thunder Country, back after the break.
On the basketball court, a good offense is the best defense. You can count on me, Jamie Roach, your Farm Bureau agent, to be your family's point guard and defend you against whatever life throws your way. I am there to handle all your auto, home, life, and business insurance needs. Don't wait for the worst to happen when it comes to your insurance. Talk to me, Jamie Roach, today and see how I can help protect what matters most.
Farm Bureau Property and Casualty Insurance Company, Western Agricultural Insurance Company.
Clear, comfortable vision is one of life's greatest blessings. At Maydew Tebow Optometry, Doctors Troy Maydew, Seth Tebow, and Andrew Piester are committed to helping you maintain healthy eyes and clear vision. Prevention and early intervention are the keys to your eyes, providing that clear and comfortable vision your entire life. Regular comprehensive eye examinations are essential in identifying conditions that can damage your sight. Call us at Maydew Tebow Optometry for an appointment today or visit us at maydewtebow.com.
Welcome back. Second quarter action begins now here on Thunder Country. Greenbacks lead at 12-2. I had it 12-6. They've got 8 on the board. Did we miss one there?
I believe it is 12-8, Cody.
12-8 is what we'll go with. Greenbacks that first quarter, we talked about it there just during the break, a little bit of rust shaken off from that kind of dormant period that the Greenbacks had, not getting a game in for nearly 10 days. It'll be Redskins ball, and you hope that only a quarter is all it takes for this Greenback team to come back alive. But the Redskins making it tough on them, really making them work for shots. It'll be Redskin ball going right to left. Diego right side. Olvera top of the key, had some space, takes the three. Strong gave him a little too much room. And Olvera took advantage of it. Whistle on the other end.
Yeah, Hernandez was reaching in on Titus as Titus was bringing the ball up, and he got whistled for the reach.
That three-point bucket makes it a one-point ball game. Greenbacks on top, 12-11. Morrell top of the key. Seen Morrell out beyond the perimeter a lot this ball game. Now gets down on the block trying to set up. Strong can't get it to him, goes to Barker. Kick out, Strong going to try a three to answer. Front of the rim, long rebound, they'll let it go out of bounds, and it'll go back to the Greenbacks. So one thing you don't want to do against a scrappy Redskin team like this is give them a little bit of momentum where they feel like they can turn this game, take advantage of that home court, and jump out on you.
Yeah, we made the comment there at the break about, just the fans that are here. They're aggressive fans, and it's fun to see, but you can't let the home court
Greenbacks nearly come away with the steal there. Barker trying to
Good
chase
hustle.
it down, keeps it alive, and they're going to say stepped on the line. Oh, Barker, an open lane to the rim after coming away with that. But
those are the hustle plays that you love to see, though. He never gave up on that ball.
just a shoelace for Barker, kept that from being 2 for the Greenbacks. And Coach Batten, I think, having a conversation there. Once again, Fieser working against Liggett. Goes left side this time. Kick out into the corner. Diego tries a 3. Blocked by Titus. Back in the hands of Diego. Stays alive for the Redskins. Tipped around inside and a reach-in whistle. Kyler Barker will pick up his first foul.
Well, I thought it was on Titus, and I think Titus thought it was on him as well.
I did too. Still a 1-point ball game. The 3-point bucket from the Redskins to open up this third quarter has closed the gap to 1. Diego trying to take the lead here in the corner, and he does. Back-to-back 3-point buckets for Juan Diego. Gives the Redskins their first lead, 14-11. Morrell in the paint.
Triple teamed, and he still got it up. And the foul with the bucket.
Steps through, puts it in, and he'll go to the free throw line. Ties the ball game right back up with that tough bucket and a chance to take the lead here. And Morrell does. Redskins back the other way now, go right side. Diego, a deep 3 right side. That one off the mark, testing that hot hand. And on the rebound, tipped out of bounds. It'll go to the Greenbacks. That was one of those, you just want to see how hot you are. You knocked down 2 big ones here in this second quarter. And it was a quick fire from Diego. Greenbacks find Morrell in that high right elbow. Morrell again working his way to the rim. A nice spin move, lays it off the glass. Greenbacks feel like they may have found the answer for this Redskin defense. That answer being Arlie Morrell. Trying to go into the paint, nothing there, out of bounds. Greenbacks force the turnover with the pressure on the defensive end. Substitutions as Landon DeMuth and Carlito Lara check back in. Once again, Barker and Liggett getting a breather. Titus, cross midcourt, and a whistle. See who they get that on. Might be Jacoby Contreras into the ballgame for the first time and picks up a quick foul. Greenbacks come in to Morrell. Once again, step through, tough shot, off the glass and finishes. Morrell going back to the line.
Yeah, Morrell's done said, let's get me the ball down low, and I'm going to go up and do what I want.
Morrell with 6 points early on in this second quarter. He'll go to the free throw line for 1 more. Barker going to come in for Strong. We thought that might be a mismatch. We talked about it pregame. The Redskins just do not have an answer for Morrell when he's looking to turn and get to the rim. Greenbacks back on top by 6, 20-14, 5:35 to play here in the second. Fieser going to try a 3 right side, rattles it in. 3-point bucket keeping this Redskin team alive. That's the lead back to 3 for the Greenbacks. Morrell top of the key, going to take it in the paint. Jump shot, back of the rim. Fieser pulls down the board. Going to keep it himself, working against DeMuth. Steps through, and Morrell with a hand in there, challenged that one. A travel on DeMuth. Boy, the little hop, he was falling out of bounds. It looked like he may have saved it as he threw it back into the chest of Morrell, but a bunny hop before that happened. Ball going to go back to the Redskins, but not before we get a timeout from Coach Plummer. A 30-second timeout, 5:08 to play, and Greenbacks on top 20-17.
What are you seeing at the second quarter here, Cody?
Second quarter looks like the rust is worn off for the Greenbacks. Feels like that first quarter, maybe a little bit of rust with the bus ride, the break. Second quarter, feels like the Greenbacks came out and have said, hey, the strength of our team is when Arlie Morrell is going downhill towards the rim, and nobody needed to be reminded of that. Arlie Morrell came out in the second half and reminded this Redskin team that if you're going to want to challenge us, it's going to come through me.
Yeah, and he's done a fantastic job every time, and he's got the ball down low in the second quarter here, just being aggressive, going to the rim. You know, and like I said, he's had 2 and 1 so far in this quarter here, and he's doing a great job. I have not seen anybody on this Redskins team that can challenge him at the rim.
No, and those and ones, those are fighting through some tough contact.
One time he was triple team.
A double team, a triple team. He's got 6 arms that he's fighting through and finish it. So it'll be Redskin ball coming out of the timeout. Set to inbound on the baseline. They get it to Freezer, takes it to the rim, and a tough shot. Boy, talk about tough shots. That was a tough one for James Feaser. Had Morrell in his face and still able to finish. Now Morrell back the other end, step through, left hand off the glass. No whistle, a lot of contact. Looked like it drew Morrell off balance, but able to switch to the left hand and kiss it right off that square. 4:40 to play here in the second. Greenbacks back on top, 22-19. Feaser, left side, jump shot from 6 feet out. DeMuth with the board, trying to get back on offense with it. Can't control it, and Olvera comes away with the steal. Redskins gonna slow it down now. Hernandez, top of the key. Trying to get it back on the give and go. Barker and Lara both with hands on the ball, and they'll tie it up. Jump ball goes to the Greenbacks. All sorted out. DeMuth to inbounds after a few substitutions for the Redskins. Barker running point this possession, walks it across half court. Right side to Strong, off the screen from DeMuth. A high floater, gets it to go off the glass. Nice touch shot by Caleb Strong. Strong with 6 on the night, has the Greenbacks on top, 24-19. Freezer turns and squares up. Now gets rid of it. Diego going to try a 3 again. This one in and out. Morrell unchallenged, pulls down the rebound. Left side, Morrell dribbles into the double team. Kick out. Strong thought about the 3. Now back to Morrell left side. Dump down to Muth. Can he finish? Left side, no. Freezer there for the board. Feaser wanting to push the pace. Greenbacks get back, set up the defense. Feaser, the spin move. Morrell trying to get a hand in there. Still tipped around. Redskins reset. Feaser just not given much room, but skills with the dribble. Pulls up. That shot falls flat into the back iron. Now Strong back the other way. Once again, put it in Morrell, start the offense there. DeMuth cutting to the rim, can't handle it. And it goes out of bounds. A good look, but DeMuth a little too far underneath and left his feet. Once you leave your feet, you've got one of 2 choices. That time a turnover. .250 to play here in the second quarter. Greenbacks on top, 24-19. Started off with a 6-0 run from the Redskins, and then the Greenbacks answered it with an 8-0 run of their own. Redskins trying to get back in it. Hernandez left side, gets by Lara. He'll step back, jump shot, falls well short. Liggett able to just pull that one in. Hands it to Strong in the corner. Now creates some space. Strong will dribble back top of the key. Tried to dart a pass in there to DeMuth, but picked off by the Redskins. Hernandez that came away with it, couldn't handle it as he tried to get to the rim. And Morrell, after a quick breather, will check back into the ballgame. Alongside Hudson Titus. DeMuth and Lara coming out.
Yeah, there's been a few too many turnovers here in the second quarter to kind of build on that lead and that momentum that we had there at the beginning of the.
Liggett trying to dump down. There's another one there. That unforced turnover. Feaser jumped in front of that entry pass. A little too aggressive trying to feed the ball into Morrell. Greenbacks trying to defend on the other end. Hernandez rattles out a 3. Strong for the board. just has not been a game to this point that has played in the half court a lot. It's been a lot of quick shots. Greenbacks a little more patient this possession. Barker dribble drive in, nothing there, and another stutter step and a travel. Not many possessions have got sub 10 seconds on the shot clock. Both teams are firing quick or trying to attack quick, and at times it's led to success, but other times it's led to early turnovers in the possession.
Yeah, I haven't seen the Greenbacks have this many turnovers in a quarter in quite some time. You know, that drive there, when you go there, you have to have, be ready for anything. And right there, he kind of just got caught, didn't know what to do, and ended up getting called for the walk. 1:15 to play here in the first. Fieser will try an elbow jumper left side. And Morrell there for the board. Greenbacks on top 24-19, back the other way. Liggett in the corner, doesn't like it. Morrell comes out to get it. He'll step through, jumper, good, Arlie Morrell. Boy, that jump shot is tough to contend. Morrell with 15 on the night. Redskins trying to answer on the other end, and the Greenback defense just didn't catch up. And Diego, a 6-foot jumper from the baseline. Strong tries a three of his own, backside rebound, pulled down by the Redskins. Fieser swings it near side to Hernandez. 25 seconds to play. The Redskins now back it out. Look like they'll play for the final shot of the half. Morrell out defending Hernandez on the perimeter. Leaves the paint undefended if the Redskins can take advantage of it. A deep three on the way from Diego. Too strong. Titus has time. Pulled it down with 5 to go. Looking at the clock. Knows he has time. Gets it across half court. Pulls up inside the paint. Strong on the finish. They're going to say bucket counts. Caleb Strong. Boy, the drive from Titus off the glass didn't go, and Caleb Strong with the heads-up play. The officials getting together right now.
A huddle center court.
They called it off.
They're going to say no bucket. I don't know what one saw that the other didn't, but the bucket doesn't count. We head to the halftime break. 26-21, Greenbacks on top. Stick around. We got the Uptown Cafe Club DS halftime show when we return.
This is Terry from Gatlin Meckler's Pharmacy. On display in our pharmacy is a nice assortment of over-the-counter items and a wide array of medical supplies, which includes knee scooters, walkers, canes, and bathroom items. We bill Medicare for respiratory supplies and immunizations. Our preferred pricing on prescriptions will get you through the door, and our customer service will get you to come back. Be sure to stop in today and see us on Country Club Road in Pratt.
When it comes to real estate, folks want to work with someone they know and trust. I'm John Hamm with Hamm Auction and Real Estate. Whether you're buying a home, selling land, or thinking about an auction, Kevin and I take the time to walk you through every step. No pressure, just honest local advice. We're proud supporters of the Pratt High Greenbacks and proud to be a part of this community. Give me a call at 620-450-7481 or Kevin at 620-770-2381. Hamm Auction and Real Estate, local knowledge you can trust.
It's a fact. A custom cow mineral does not have to cost more. Actually, it might be just what you need to improve your cow herd. The friendly and helpful professionals at Extra Factors in Pratt are available to sit down and discuss your operations needs and goals. From custom protein supplements and liquid protein to bulk commodities and possible mineral formulation. Find it all at Extra Factors. Call 620-672-5616 and speak with Levi Macbeth for all your nutritional needs. Extra Factors. We put the extra into cattle nutrition.
This is Jeff.
And Jared.
At Intergreen Services, proud supporter of the Pratt Greenbacks.
Around here we say one call fixes it all. From HVAC, plumbing, septic, electrical, and even water well service. We're your hometown team you can count on, just like the Greenbacks on game day.
We're proud to stand behind our athletes, our school, and our community.
So when something needs fixing at home, call Intergreen at 620-672-2338 or visit intergreenservices.com.
Intergreen Services, neighbors helping neighbors, always cheering for the Greenbacks.
Welcome back to the Uptown Cafe Club DS halftime show here on Thunder Country. 26-21 your score at half, and this Redskin team, they're playing right alongside this Greenback team that honest opinion, I think the Greenbacks do look a little rusty. Coach Patton was a little bit afraid of that coming into this ball game with the long layover and the break that they've had. And I think it showed that first half, just not as clean. You mentioned the turnovers, and that's not something typical of a Coach Patton-led team.
No, yeah, I agree with you 100%. The rust still looks there. Now it's just, hey, you got to adapt. You got to fight through it, find your groove, and put your foot down. And I expect the second half you're going to see some adjustments made with Coach Patton at halftime in the locker room right now. They're going to come out a different team.
That's one thing I've noticed with this Greenback team is there have been some games throughout this season, whether it be a quarter or a half, where you kind of need to refocus the boys, and they tend to every time respond to it, whatever the message is. And oftentimes Coach Patton will say, I don't have to say anything to these guys. They can see it. They know what the message needs to be. And it's kind of, hey, guys, you're at the point now where he can stand back. They kind of coach themselves just based on what he's told us some of the times we've talked with him. I expect this locker room will go that same path.
Yeah, he's touched on that culture many times, and that's where it kind of leads to is the players led. They're going to come to the locker room, and they know the adjustments they need to make. And like I said, I really expect this third quarter. It's going to be a crucial quarter, too.
Yeah.
It's a 26-21 ball game. This is anybody's ball game at this time. And right now, I do feel like the momentum, let alone we have the lead, but I feel like it's on the Redskins' side.
Yeah, I think if you're the Redskins and you go down to halftime only down 5 points to, the number 4 ranked team in 4A, one loss on the season. We saw this at Russell earlier in the season when Coach Patton said, hey, when we go play somebody in their gym, it's their Super Bowl. Everybody wants to knock us off. We're the hunted, and they are the hunter. So when you see Pratt on your schedule, regardless if you're 1-11 on the season, it's a chance for you to do something special if you're the Redskins. So that's what we talked about pregame with your great quote of nobody's undefeated at 0-0 or whatever it was. But that's
you can't even remember it.
That's exactly what we're talking about, though, is that you never know once the ball's tipped off. This Liberal team has come out and shown they're not scared. They're not going to back down. The boys have to come out this second half now and kind of play the ball we know they're capable of playing.
Yeah, on the defensive side of the ball, I thought they've been doing a great job. The offense is what I've really felt like there hasn't been a lot of movement through the ball. There hasn't been a lot of side to side. You can probably count on one hand on that first half there how many times the ball really even swung back and forth. A lot of times it maybe been one pass and shoot. And also another side of it, there hasn't been a whole lot of second chance opportunities for us as well.
No, and a lot of that is because of the turnovers. We've had so many turnovers in that first half that we're not getting those offensive putbacks. We're not getting the offensive reset to where you can run your offense. And the three-point shot hadn't been falling. The Greenbacks haven't attempted a lot, but haven't made one yet to this point. Flip the script on that, and the Redskins, they knocked 3 down in that first half. So when you look at that point behind the arc, that 9 points from the Redskins to the Greenbacks 0, that's how they've been able to keep themselves in this ball game. Now, I don't expect the Greenbacks to come out in the second half and go shotless from behind the arc, but like you said, setting up that offense. You hear Coach Patton talk so much about getting that defense to switch. Said when you can get the defense to move the backside, if you can reverse that ball 3 times, usually that backside defense will break down at the high school level. And the Greenbacks, I don't know that they've had a possession yet tonight where they have reversed the ball enough times to create that breakdown.
If it has, it's been very few tonight. That's just the one critic that I will say from up here that I've seen. Just the offensive sets haven't looked as crisp or tonight as we have seen in the past. One thing that, you've seen Arlie start to really get his groove underneath the basket. And, the more that he does that, that's just going to open you out on the outside more and more if you're the spot-up shooter and you're Hudson Titus and your Caleb Strongs out there.
Yeah, and I think that's what you'll see this second half. I think we'll continue to see Morrell attack the rim, free up the outside shooting. We haven't seen a lot of outside shot attempts. Again, a lot of the possessions have ended in turnover for the Greenbacks, and I just can't believe that they'll play 4 quarters that same as what we saw the last 2. They're going to clean this thing up here in the second half. Still got some halftime show to go, though. We'll take another break, and when we come back, more Uptown Cafe Club DS halftime show here on Thunder Country.
Are you interested in building a new home or remodeling your current one? If so, give J.A. Knight & Sons a call today. This is Chase Scully with J.A. Knight & Sons, and we are the area's premier general contractor and have been serving the Pratt and surrounding area for over 50 years with superior quality and attention to detail. We specialize in high-end residential and commercial construction and have now expanded our services to include pre-engineered metal buildings. J.A. Knight & Sons is a proud supporter of Greenback Athletics and would like to help turn your next dream into reality.
Exceptional dentistry, right in your neighborhood. At Pratt Family Dental, Dr. Carson Hopkins and Dr. Stephen Coons are here to keep your smile healthy and bright. From routine cleanings to advanced care, our team has the expertise and technology to handle all your dental needs with comfort and confidence. Because at Pratt Family Dental, it's not just about teeth, it's about family, trust, and smiles that last a lifetime. Call today to schedule your appointment with Dr. Hopkins or Dr. Coons. Pratt Family Dental, where exceptional care meets friendly faces.
Are you a sports fan looking for a great place to grab a bite to eat? Look no further than Legends Cafe, located in Pratt, Kansas on Highway 54. Legends is open 6 days a week and serves up mouth-watering burgers, fresh salads, hearty sandwiches, and much more. And don't forget about their daily specials. Legends is proud to support Greenback sports and all the local teams. So whether you're celebrating a big win or just need to refuel after the game, Legends has you covered. Come on down to Legends and we'll take care of the rest.
At Timish Electric, we light up your world with reliable and efficient electrical services. Our team of skilled and certified electricians is dedicated to providing top-notch service for all your electrical needs. From residential, commercial, or industrial needs, we ensure your electrical systems are safe, reliable, and up to code. Contact us today at 620-672-9334 to schedule a consultation. Timish Electric, proudly serving Pratt and the surrounding areas electrical needs for over 25 years.
Welcome back to the Uptown Cafe Club DS halftime show here on Thunder Country. 26-21, Greenbacks lead it after one half of play. If you're just tuning in, I'm Cody Eastis alongside Logan McAllister on the call for you tonight. Appreciate you tuning in, whether it's on the radio dial, the Thunder Country 98.3 app, or one of our live streams provided to you by Eastis Media. Hop over on Facebook or YouTube, whatever's easiest for you to tune in. We appreciate you tuning in and always provide plenty of options for you to never miss any of the Greenback action. So second half action will be starting up here shortly, and the Greenbacks, see how they come out to start this second half. Morrell had a good first half, closed out strong with a strong second quarter. He had 15 points in the first half, 12 of those coming in that second quarter, but still looking for that role player, that second player that we see so often step up and help contribute. Strong's got 6, but outside of that, you've got Liggett with 2 and DeMuth with 2, and really nobody else in the scoring column for the Greenbacks. It'll be Redskin ball to start this second half. They'll be going left to right on your radio dial. Now we are underway here in Liberal, Kansas. Redskins feed Moreno at the high block. A lot of traffic in the paint, balls on the court, and a reach-in jump ball will go to the Greenbacks. Titus and Barker both on the court trying to get hands on that. Now the Greenbacks, first offensive set of this second half. We'll see how they attack it. Liggett on the left elbow, dump down to Morrell. Morrell turns, glass good.
Very good set play coming out of the half. Just feed your beast right now, get them going.
If you're looking for efficiency, there's not many more players more efficient than Arlie Morrell, 2 feet away from the rim. And on the other end, James Fieser answers with a 2 of his own. Titus and Morrell walk it up court. Morrell off the dribble, step through, kick back out to Strong. Swing it right side to Titus. Strong comes around on the baseline, dumping it down to Morrell. Morrell can't handle it. Tipped into the hands of Hernandez, and now the Redskins out front running. Slow it down, set up the half-court offense. Hernandez going to dribble back, top of the key. 6:45 to play here in the third. 28-23, Greenback lead. Fieser coming off the screen, curls around, spin move, tough shot. Fieser puts it in. 4 quick points for Fieser to start this second half. Morrell on the perimeter, pulls up from the left elbow, tough shot into the hand, Strong underneath, able to get the rebound, put back doesn't go, fighting for it, keeps it alive with another offensive board. He'll pull back and reset. Slows it down, Titus comes out to get it. Great effort by Caleb Strong to keep this possession alive for the Greenbacks. Now can they capitalize on it? Strong in the corner, he'll try a three. Good!
There's the second
Strong.
chance points that you love to see.
When Maya came down on a foot, Strong tripped up on something after that three-point play, late getting back on defense, but Morrell there to defend to the rim. Strong still a little limp in his step, setting up in the corner. Morrell, fadeaway jumper, in and out. Boy, that one hit the inside of the rim 4 times before it bounced out. Hernandez on the other end, Liggett top of the key defending. Greenbacks in the man-to-man defense. Fieser backing out, Barker picks him up. Nearly comes away poking that ball loose, but Fieser able to keep it. Now Liggett gets a hand in there, Strong comes away with the steal. One-on-one, Strong against Olvera, Strong to the rim, comes up short. Well defended by the Redskins. They prevent the fast break point, and Titus chasing back on the other end commits the foul.
Just cannot get that string of momentum flowing for us tonight, can we? Every time you see a little chance, the Redskins do a good job of kind of slowing it down and stopping us from going on that momentum train.
Titus picks up his second foul there as Liggett and Strong will come out of the ball game. DeMuth and Lara enter. Fieser right side, gets rid of it, swings it to Moreno, now left side to Hernandez. Diego going to try a three, had the hot hand in the first half, that one off the front of the rim. Greenbacks clear it. DeMuth coming downhill, kicks it back out to Morrell. Morrell spin move off 1 foot, somehow gets that to fall.
That went through a lot of contact as well.
Wow, what a tough shot, no whistle. Morrell with 19 points on the evening. Moreno trying to get by Barker off the dribble, going to pull up, tough jumper. Not a shot we've seen him take tonight. Now the Greenbacks back the other way. Barker into the paint, hands it to DeMuth. DeMuth off the back of the rim, gets his own rebound and fouled on the putback. And it was Carlito Lara who was able to tip that ball out of the hands of a Redskin and keep it alive and give DeMuth a chance for the putback. He'll go to the free throw line, but not before we take a timeout break. Joel Plummer wanting to take a timeout. His Redskins trail 25-33, 4:01 to play here in the third. Back with more Greenback basketball in 60 seconds.
Mead Lumber in Pratt is looking better than ever. Stop by and see our brand new renovations with the same friendly faces you know and trust. Whether you're tackling a big project or just need supplies for the weekend, Mead Lumber has you covered with quality products and expert service. We're proud to be a part of this community and even more proud to support the hardworking athletes of Pratt High School. Mead Lumber, building relationships, building Pratt.
To keep your equipment running, count on BTI for bulk oil delivered directly to your farm. Now BTI delivers 3 times the product, and it's quicker than ever. Our trucks travel up to 150 miles from any of our 6 stores, delivering premium oil, hydraulic fluid, and DEF, up to 1,500 gallons in just 30 minutes. It's another way to save you time and money. Call any of our 6 BTI locations or visit btioil.com. BTI, our family in partnership with your family.
Welcome back, 4:01 to play here in the third. DeMuth at the free throw line, misses the front end. Coach Plummer taking a timeout. Second free throw on the way. DeMuth 0-2 at the free throw line, and the Redskins pull down the board. Top of the key, Hernandez off the dribble, trying to get by Lara, gets rid of it to Moreno. Prince Collins now in the game for the Redskins, but it'll be Fieser dribbling into the paint, and a reach-in foul, I believe against Liggett or Titus. It will go against Cade Liggett. He'll pick up his second. Now we're seeing Coach Plummer get a little deeper into that bench as both Prince Collins and Ethan Olmsted are getting their first minutes of the ball game. Fieser challenged at the rim, falls short. Titus top of the key, right side to Lara. Dribble drive in, splits the defense, left hand Lara lays it in for two. What a great take by Carlito Lara. Puts the Greenbacks back on top, 35-25, 3:15 to play here in the third. Hernandez now trying to get by Lara, ball on the court. Liggett and Lara both trying to get hands on it. Lara comes away with it, dribbles into traffic and draws the foul. Not a bad foul if you're the Redskins though. Lara, Strong, and DeMuth were all out front wanting to run.
This has been a very good start. Well, I guess we're halfway through the third quarter here, but it's been a very good third quarter for the boys. I feel like the intensity's picked up. The shots are falling. The defense has been well. They've only scored
a little
three.
more efficient. They're playing cleaner this half. That's what they needed to clean up from that first half, and doing a good job of it here. Morrell sees the baseline, likes that take on the left side. Nearly slammed that one home, but got fouled on the way getting there. Morrell going to go to the free throw line. Fieser picks up his first. Morrell good on the first. Second free throw, back of the rim, no good. Collins there for the rebound. 2:55 to play here in the third. Greenbacks with an 11-point lead, 36-25. Olmsted over to Moreno. Now Collins in the corner. Fieser comes out deep, three-point, knocks it down, keeping this Redskin team in it. Fieser with 16 points on the evening. Makes it a 36-28 ball game. Liggett using that strength to get to the rim, but tipped out of bounds. It will stay with the Greenbacks, but that time the Redskins able to get a clean hand on it. Be Strong to inbounds on the baseline. Parker comes out and gets it. Morrell now flashing, gives it right back to Barker. Liggett far corner, Strong top of the key, pump fake on the three. Now they get that matchup down on that block. Morrell backs his way in and goes up for two more. (38-28) as we near the 2-minute mark here in the third quarter. Lara with a body check. Sends a Redskin to the floor, and another substitution. Jacoby Contreras. Creston Poore getting his first minutes of the ball game for the Greenbacks. Contreras on the inbounds comes to Fieser. Fieser trying to back down to DeMuth. DeMuth, good body work. Makes it tough for Fieser, and the shot falls short. Ball on the court. Collins and DeMuth dive for it. It's the Redskins that come away with it. Second chance, put back will draw the foul. Everything a little rushed on that possession for the Redskins, but they come out on top of it. They send Adrian Moreno to the free throw line. First shot does not go. Second free throw on the way for Moreno. That one drops. Moreno goes 1 of 2 at the free throw line. A couple substitutions for Coach Plummer. Now the Redskins showing full court pressure for the first time tonight. It'll be DeMuth and Titus trying to get by it. Titus up ahead to Morrell. They clear the half-court mark. Morrell dribbling to the baseline and a travel. Got backed in. And
yeah, they got that one.
felt that pressure coming. Tried to kick it out back top of the key, but not before the travel came. So the Redskins forced the defense after the full court pressure was shown for the first time tonight. 1:20 to play here in the third. Greenbacks lead it 38-29. Olmsted down low, nothing there, out of bounds. A little different lineup on the court that we've seen from the Redskins, a younger lineup. It's a young team for Coach Plummer. You look up and down the roster, a lot of young players, freshman and sophomore on the court. Got Fieser, the senior, leading the way, but a lot of those role players, underclassmen. Morrell stepping through again. Boy, and tied up in the double team, just tried to go straight up and assume the foul was coming, and he's going to get it and get to the free throw line. Olmsted picks up his second. At the free throw line, Morrell hits the front end. Puts the Greenbacks back on top by 10. And Morrell 2 of 2 at the free throw line. Morrell's had a good night at the free throw line for the Greenbacks. Puts them on top by 11. 40-29 your score. 52 seconds to play here in the third. Collins right side trying to get by Poor, backs him in, and an offensive foul. Creston Poor
doing what he does.
Doing what he does. Picks up the offensive foul. This Liberal crowd not happy with it. Poor does such a good job of getting his body in the right position to draw that contact. An 8-second difference between game clock and shot clock here for the Greenbacks. Parker on the right side. Morrell underneath the defense, backside. Oh, the shot doesn't go, but Morrell going back to the free throw line. That time was able to get posted up with his defender out front, and Barker the lob over the top to put it into Morrell's hands.
Yeah, he did a great job of just being patient there, threw the pump fake up, got the defender in the air, and went into him.
Morrell back at the free throw line, knocks down the first. Second free throw, that one does not fall, rattles in and then into the hands of Prince Collins. Redskins can play for the final shot, 17 seconds here in the third. Barker doing a good job defending Collins. Not giving him any space. Under 10 to go. Still top of the key, Collins. Now a whistle, Barker commits the foul.
That's going to send it into the line. 15 foul.
4.8 seconds showing on the clock.
How many is that on Barker now, Cody?
I've got him for 2, but well, their board's hard to see from where we're sitting. First shot from Collins does not go. Second free throw, Collins gets that one to fall. So the Greenbacks will have a chance to play for the final shot, but they'll have to get it off quick. Titus at the buzzer, back of the rim, nearly drops, but it does not. Greenbacks will take a 41-30 lead into the fourth quarter when we return here on Thunder Country.
For your fine dining experience, be sure to stop at Club D'Este in downtown Pratt. Western Kansas's premier steakhouse for over 50 years. They'll serve you the best with their friendly, attentive staff and home-cooked meal you desire. Also offering a full range of entertainment with live music and karaoke weekend nights. So come for food and stay for fun at Club D'Este in downtown Pratt. Open 7 nights a week.
This is Chris with Car Auction Real Estate. We've been proudly moving assets since 1965, with locations in Pratt and Larned servicing the surrounding counties.
Jamie here with Car Auction and Real Estate. While our marketing strategies clearly stand out, we stand strong on our principles of integrity, transparency, and reputation in our industry.
Whether it be buying, selling, auction, or appraisal needs, look us up online at carauction.com.
Good luck and go Greenbacks.
Welcome back. Fourth quarter action here from Liberal, Kansas. Greenbacks on top, 41-30. It'll be Redskins ball to start this fourth quarter. Greenbacks came out, played a much cleaner third quarter. Able to extend a 5-point lead that they took into half to now an 11-point lead to start this fourth quarter. And a nice drive from Fieser, but left hand does not get it to fall. Morrell clears the rebound for the Greenbacks. Pushes it up ahead to Laura. Laura baseline, nice look to Liggett on the backside, and Liggett finishes.
It's a great look from Laura right there. Just that extra pass to the wide open guy.
Yep, that was a shot that Laura could have taken up into traffic and probably got himself to the free throw line, but seeing Liggett on the backside had the easier bucket, and Liggett finishes. Now Titus comes away with the steal. Morrell up ahead, just gonna clear the space for Titus. Step through, good. And that was a heads-up play from Arlie Morrell to know if he kept running in the path that he was going, that lane was going to get too congested for Titus to finish it. So he really slowed down his step and just said, go at it, take him one-on-one.
Well, with him slowing down his step like that, it drew the defender, and the defender was kind of on Morrell's back. So that was a really good screen to let Titus go on and for the layup.
And Titus with good footwork at the rim to finish, had the nice step through. Puts the Greenbacks on top 45-30 with a quick 4-0 run to start this fourth quarter. Trying to silence.
This is looking more like Greenback basketball.
Yeah, trying to silence any chance of a comeback or a run put together by this Redskin team. Timeout was taken from Coach Plummer after those quick 4 points from the Greenbacks. They've got the full length of the court to go after the inbound. 7:01 to play here in the fourth. Lara defending top of the key. Alvarado up top. Morrell with a quick hand comes away with it, trying to set up for the power and just lays it in from above the rim. Morrell, 27 points on the night for the Greenbacks.
Having a night tonight.
And a slow start, only 3 points in the first quarter, so 24 of those have come since that point. On the other end, looking for that baseline cut, but again, Lara with the hand in there. A wrestle for it on the court. Redskins come away with it. Backing his way down, Alvarado. Morrell got a hand on that one. Able to alter that shot at the rim. Now Liggett driving into the paint. High off the glass, too strong. Sails backside into the hands of Diego. Redskins gonna slow this down after that flurry of action. Fieser dribbling into Titus. He'll get the whistle called. Shot will not count. And say that whistle on the floor, I believe.
They got Titus on it.
Be the third personal foul on Titus. Barker and DeBooth set to check in here for the Greenbacks as Liggett and Strong will come out. Redskins to inbound on the baseline, looking for a cutter to the rim, and Contreras nearly loses it. And a foul from behind, trying to get the ball into the post to Alvarado. And Morrell's gonna pick up his second. Greenback's doing a good job defending the inbounds, and boy, we got a Redskin on the court and a whistle. We might see another bloody nose here. Looks like Adrian Moreno took a shot as him and Carlito Lara collided.
Right now, the Redskins only have 4 players on the court.
There, they got it taken care of. Ethan Olmstead will check into the ball game. 5:51 to play here in the fourth quarter. Greenbacks on top, 47-30. on a 6-0 run here in this fourth quarter. Morrell wants it up top, now hands it off to Titus. Moving it left side. Go back right side. Morrell setting up on that post. Low right block. Spin, step through, finishes. Boy, Morrell having himself a ball game. 29 points on the night. Redskins still looking for their first bucket of this fourth quarter. Olmsted gets rid of it, comes to Collins. Thought about dribbling in. Barker shut him down, has to back it out. Now steps through Morrell. Oh, and Morrell is shocked as everybody wearing green here tonight. Thought he had a lane out front running after the steal. And the whistle is gonna stop the play. Looked like that was a clean takeaway.
And we might have seen some fireworks at the end of that because he was off and running.
The whistle gonna go against Morrell. He'll pick up his third personal. Substitution here for the Redskins as Brenton Spahn checks into the ballgame for the first time. Inbounds comes in, and an easy bucket for Olmsted. First point of the quarter for the Redskins, and first bucket of the ball game for Olmsted. Lara zips one into Morrell. Again, step through after using that spin move and lays it in. Morrell starting to feed off this crowd a little bit.
I love it.
31 on the night for Arlie Morrell. Lara doing a good job defending up top. Redskins get rid of it into the hands of Feason. Trying to step through. Morrell altered that one. Comes away with the rebound. Titus up ahead. Gonna back it out. Morrell calling for it, top of the key. Swings it to Lara left side. Now Morrell goes and sets up on that low block. Double team coming, step through. Just cannot defend it. Arlie Morrell putting on a clinic. Down low. .353 to go here in the fourth quarter. Dribble drive and swats, this time on the defensive end. Morrell sends that off the glass, slows it down, puts it back into the hands of Titus. Morrell gets it back. Kick out to Lara. Swings it right side. DeMuth in the corner. Morrell calling for it. Now goes back out. Titus going to dribble drive in. Nice jump step, but may have slipped just a little bit, and the travel comes. Substitutions from the Greenbacks is Lara and DeMuth check out of the ball game. .321 to play, and the Greenbacks have really extended this lead. They lead at 53-32 now. Feaser dribble drive in, kick out, Collins. Back out to Feaser. He'll try a deep three from the right wing. Good. Feaser with 19 on the night for the Redskins.
Yeah, he's had an impressive night as well.
Morrell top of the key. Hands it off, now heads to the block, and the Greenbacks work it down to him. He's been unguardable when he gets that ball in the low paint. Gets it to him, triple team comes from behind. That time the Redskins defended. It took three of them, but Morrell couldn't finish. Hernandez back the other way. Into the corner, Olmsted. Good look on the backside. And a put in. Adrian Moreno on the bucket.
A full timeout by the Redskins.
Timeout from the Redskins. We'll take one with them. Be back in 60 seconds with more Greenback basketball.
Escape into your ultimate outdoor getaway with the help of Uni Landscapes, your local full-service landscape design and construction company specializing in landscapes, hardscapes, patios, sprinkler systems, water features, and snow removal services. They create your dream space by incorporating design elements unique to you and your family. Uni Landscape serves Pratt and the surrounding area and is open Monday through Friday. Call 620-672-3301 to transform your outdoor space today.
Need proof that Pratt has something for you? Living in Pratt is second to none with a fitness center, added new wings on an already impressive regional medical center, even an art museum. Pratt has dynamic downtown shopping, lots of hunting and fishing, and over 200 acres for outdoor lovers. Pratt is a great place to work and raise a family with beautiful older homes and new developments. Progressive, proud, and visionary. Proof that Pratt has something for you.
Welcome back. Fourth quarter action. 2:24 to play left in this ball game. Greenbacks on top, 53-37. Redskins showing full court pressure. Titus and the Greenbacks able to break it. Now set up in the half court. Strong top of the key. Left side, hands it off to Liggett. Skips it to Poor. The Redskins double teaming Liggett, playing aggressive defense.
Just their first team fouled in the fourth quarter here.
But they're wanting to get the Greenbacks to the free throw line. It's going to take a lot more of those. Strong to inbounds into the backcourt to Titus. Titus kick out, strong three-point bucket. Too much on that one, sails it over everything. Fieser there for the backside rebound. Pushing it up ahead, Olmstead. Now near side to Hernandez. Moreno comes out and gets it, backing down Poor. And a whistle on the shot. Didn't look like a lot there, but they're going to get Creston Poor. Poor picks up his first, and Moreno to the free throw line. Shot does not go. Not much air on that shot for Moreno. Never got above the plane of the rim. One more free throw on the way for Adrian Moreno. This is that one right side. Morel pulls down another board.
Picked up his 10th of the evening.
Another spectacular night for Arlie Morel. Strong comes back to Morel. Greenbacks now just playing keep away at the top of the key. Morel dribble drive in, feeds it down to Liggett underneath, blocked from behind, gets his own rebound, gets it a second time. Third time's a charm for Cade Liggett under the rim. Fieser got Morel in the air, the pump fake, and then trying to recover, commits the foul on the three-point shot from James Fieser. Morel picks up his fourth, and Fieser will go to the line for three with 1:07 left here in the fourth quarter. Greenbacks lead at 55-37, so not much to worry about if you're the Greenbacks. First shot falls short off the front of the rim. Fieser does have a chance to get to 20-plus points tonight. Sitting on 19 right now. That shot doesn't go either. 0-2, one left. Some substitutions for the Greenbacks as Josiah Schmidt will check into the ballgame for the first time. Cade Liggett comes out of the ballgame. Third attempt from Fieser on the way, knocks that one down. Strong and Titus working against this full court pressure. Titus across half court, getting by Collins, feeds it to Schmidt. Kicks it back out, and Strong just going to dribble out. Morel and Poor. Morel driving in, gets fouled, going to the paint. Morel wanted to go to the free throw line and shoot there. I don't
he was
think
pleading his case.
I don't think they're going to give him that.
One thing about it does, it resets the shot clock back to 35 seconds.
49 seconds on the game clock, 35 on the shot clock. Greenbacks get it in safely. Titus on the perimeter. Poor going to try a corner three. Why not? Drops it down. Creston Poor. First three-point bucket of the night comes with under 60 seconds left
That's
in
crazy.
the ball game
Coming from
for
this
the
team
Greenbacks.
here, yep. But going back to that, there hasn't been a whole lot of attempts.
No, they've been pretty content getting the ball in low and letting Morrell work from inside out. Collins trying to answer with a three of his own. Sails backside into the hands of Morrell. Shot clock turned off now, 25 seconds to go. See if the Redskins let the Greenbacks just dribble this one out. Morrell across half court. Getting the 5-second count, gets rid of it to Strong. Strong going to send it over to Titus's way, and the ball should stay in Titus's hand to close this game out. Titus right side. And that will take us to the final horn. Greenbacks 58-38 come away with the win here in Liberal, Kansas. Improved to 14-1 on the season. Good game for the Greenbacks.
That was a good game, yes.
We'll talk about it when we come back with the Maydew Tebow Optometry post-game show here on Thunder Country.
Escape into your ultimate outdoor getaway with the help of Uni Landscapes, your local full-service landscape design and construction company specializing in landscapes, hardscapes, patios, sprinkler systems, water features, and snow removal services. They create your dream space by incorporating design elements unique to you and your family. Uni Landscapes serves Pratt and the surrounding area and is open Monday through Friday. Call 620-672-3301 to transform your outdoor space today.
Need proof that Pratt has something for you? Living in Pratt is second to none with a fitness center, added new wings on an already impressive regional medical center, even an art museum. Pratt has dynamic downtown shopping, lots of hunting and fishing, and over 200 acres for outdoor lovers. Pratt is a great place to work and raise a family with beautiful older homes and new developments. Progressive, proud, and visionary. Proof that Pratt has something for you.
Looking for a dealership you can trust? Doug Gray Chevrolet in Pratt is your hometown destination for quality vehicles and exceptional service. From brand new Chevrolets to dependable pre-owned options, you'll find the perfect fit for your lifestyle and budget. Their friendly, knowledgeable team makes buying easy, and their service department keeps you running strong long after the sale. When you want honesty, value, and a better way to buy, choose Doug Gray Chevrolet in Pratt. Experience the difference today.
When it comes to your health, trust Grace Clinic and Urgent Care in Pratt, conveniently located at 920 East 1st Street. Grace Clinic proudly serves Pratt and the surrounding area. Family nurse practitioner McKaylee Kirby provides primary care, urgent care, and sports physicals, and is accepting new patients and walk-ins. Open Monday through Friday, except Tuesdays, from 8:30 to 6, and Saturdays, 9 to noon. Call 620-388-3086 today. That's Grace Clinic and Urgent Care, caring for your family close to home.
Welcome back to the Maydew Tebow Optometry postgame show here on Thunder Country. The boys come away with a big win, 58-38, a 20-point win. But it didn't start like that. A 20-point win, you look at it on paper, and it was not all sunshine and rainbows for the Greenbacks from start to finish.
Yeah, it was a hard-fought 20-point win. I will say that about tonight. Greenbacks were a little sluggish in the first half, but how we talked at halftime, so we really figured that they're going to come out a different team in the second half, and they proved that, especially going through Arlie Morrell.
Yeah, only allowed 17 points in that second half, and they came out that second half looking like a different team. One of the few games, though, where it's taken them a little longer to get into that rhythm. This Liberal team, though, made it tough on them. They didn't give anything easy. They were tough. They were scrappy. They made you pass the ball, clean cuts to the rim. Forced a lot of turnovers in that first half that caused the Greenbacks some trouble and never were able to really get in a lot of offensive sets, whether that was by choice of the Greenbacks rushing things a little bit or by the pressure from the Redskins. Either way, it was well defended in that first half by the Redskins.
It was, like I said, the second half was way cleaner on our end on taking care of the ball, and that's just makes it easier on everything, your defensive side, your offensive side. When you're not forcing those turnovers, the game just comes easier to you, and they just did a great job of adapting and just correcting it for the second half.
Yeah, we knew one of our keys to the game coming into this was going to be the mismatch that we thought Arlie Morrell would have down low. First quarter, the Redskins defended it pretty well. Morrell only with 3 first-quarter points in this ball game, and then from second quarter on, it was like, okay, there's that mismatch that we thought we would see, especially in that second half. The third and fourth quarter, Morrell came out and just said, okay, guys, I know what we need to do. Let me just show you. And had a big second half as we got Coach Batten making his way up. We'll get him in and out of here quick as they've got a long bus ride home, so we won't waste any of his time. But as always, appreciate the time that he does grant us post-game after ball games like this. Coach, 58-38, your team came away in a ball game, the tale of two halves. Some of that rust you talked about coming into this ball game may have shown itself a little bit, but like always, your team able to correct itself when needed and came out and really played a clean game to finish this ball game off.
Yeah, second half we were much better. First half I think we forgot to get off the bus and get some energy, but second half I was much happier with the way we played. And even the first half defensively, we did some good things, and we held them to 20 points, 21 points, something like that at half. And I felt like our energy and our effort second half was much better because we started getting some steals and some runouts, and we were raking inside and on their drives and taking it from them, and I thought that was big for our defense, and it led to a lot of runouts. First half our pace offensively was just not good, and we were forcing shots, too much one-on-one stuff and getting too deep. And second half we shared the ball much better and got it where it needed to go, and then ultimately Arlie had a big second half.
Yeah, when you talk about where it needed to go, Arlie proved where it needed to go in that ball game. 33 points on the night for Arlie Morrell. A lot of those in that second half, and it looked like that was the focus coming out of the second half. It was one of the few ball games where the three-point shot really wasn't a factor for your Greenbacks. And not from them not going in, you just didn't take them tonight. The emphasis really seemed to be get it down low, work it inside out, and it never had to get back out once it got there.
Yeah, I thought he did a nice job once he kind of established there and playing under control. A few times he got a little out of balance on some spin move stuff, and so we talked about that. But when he gets in there and he takes his time, gets a little ball fake in there, and then powers himself up, he's hard to stop. I mean, there's a reason he's a Division I tight end, and so the ball just needed to get there, and it finally did. And so I was much more pleased with that in the second half.
Where in a game like this was a game where you could feel it, you could see it at times in that second half. Morrell looked like he was feeding off of this crowd a little bit. It got hostile at times, and we're sitting pretty far back. We could hear it from up here, but sometimes those environments, they're fun to play in when they're in that sportsmanship bubble of, fun and heated. I felt like tonight you could see some of that. Morrell was kind of feeding off of that crowd and really propelled him to that 33 points.
Yeah, I love it.
That's what Logan said, the same thing. He said, as a player, I loved it.
Yeah, that to me is fun. That when the other crowd, I was just listening to one of the books that I was listening to on the way here, and they said if you're not hated, then you're not doing something right. And so that's what I think. When somebody wants to use all their energy on you and your team, I love it. I mean, that just tells you you're doing something right, and so it's kind of nice to be hated in that environment, and it's good for us because we're going to see that. We saw it at the state tournament last year in a heated game, and we've seen it in some other road games, and so we need that type of environment and be able to play with a chip on our shoulder and be able to come away with a victory.
Well, anytime you become the hunted, that's what you're going to get in other environments. You talked about that post-game at the Russell ball game, that this is other teams' Super Bowls. Although the Redskins 1-11 coming into this ball game, they were wanting to be the team that knocked off the big bad Greenbacks.
Yeah, they were, and the first half they had a great game plan because they were milking the shot clock and they kept the pace slowed and we were just crawling along with them, and so that we just wasn't good for us. And then the second half, we finally picked it up and got the pace where we wanted it, and scoreboard reflected that.
One of the things that impressed me tonight was the footwork of Arlie Morrell. A lot of those finishes, he had his back to the rim when he got the ball, and then the footwork was what got him squared up. You don't have a lot of big men in that gym. Does that footwork come the nimbleness of Tyler Strong? Is that who teaches him? I'm just curious who the big men are that he models that are able to teach him that footwork. When you and Coach Titus are more your guard style players. Is it the footwork of Coach Strong that we see Morrell emulating out there on the court?
You should see the fleet of feet, man. It's unbelievable down there showing those moves. And and honestly, Coach Strong does do a great job with our bigs and can demonstrate that stuff. And it has to be a little slower these days, but no. And in all honesty, Arlie is he's very good with his feet, and he can when he's spinning and stuff, he's got good footwork. Sometimes he gets a little bit out of control, but when he wants to, he can get there, and that's something that's big for us.
Yeah, like I said, it was noticeable tonight. It was a good win tonight for your Greenbacks. You knew you'd had a little bit of a layoff, some rust to shake off. You got that taken care of and came back and put off a good second half. 20-point win for your team. Coach, look forward to the next call.
All right, thank you, guys.
All right, that's head coach Chris Pratt, and when we come back, we'll wrap it up before they shut the lights out on us here at Liberal, Kansas. You're listening to Greenback Basketball here on Thunder Country.
On the basketball court, a good offense is the best defense. You can count on me, Jamie Roach, your Farm Bureau agent, to be your family's point guard and defend you against whatever life throws your way. I am there to handle all your auto, home, life, and business insurance needs. Don't wait for the worst to happen when it comes to your insurance. Talk to me, Jamie Roach, today and see how I can help protect what matters most.
Farm Bureau Property and Casualty Insurance Company, Western Agricultural Insurance Company.
Clear, comfortable vision is one of life's greatest blessings. At Maydew Tebow Optometry, Doctors Troy Maydew, Seth Tebow, and Andrew Piester are committed to helping you maintain healthy eyes and clear vision. Prevention and early intervention are the keys to your eyes, providing that clear and comfortable vision your entire life. Regular comprehensive eye examinations are essential in identifying conditions that can damage your sight. Call us at Maydew Tebow Optometry for an appointment today or visit us at maydewtebow.com.
Welcome back to the Maydew Tebow Optometry postgame show here on Thunder Country. Greenbacks come away 58-38, your victors. Run down some final stats. In the scoring column, Morrell led all scorers, 33 on the night. Strong with 9, Titus with 3, Liggett with 4, Lara with 4, Poor with 3, and DeMuth with 2. On the Redskins side, Fieser leading the way with 20 points, Collins with 1, Diego with 8, Moreno with 7, and Olmstead with 2. Good night for the Greenbacks. Only one three-point bucket poured into the Ham Auction buckets for Booster Club, and we nearly didn't see it. It came at the end of the ball game, the closing seconds. Creston Poor knocking down a three-point bucket to add one more to the Greenbacks total for that Ham Auction buckets for Booster Club. Player of the game, Timish Electric player of the game. We talked about him post-game with Coach Batten.
Yep, you got to go with Arlie Morrell.
Yeah, this was a standout performance for Arlie Morrell. 33 points on the night, had double digits rebounds to go with it, a double-double on the night for the senior to add to his impressive career that continues to impress. So what a night for Arlie Morrell. He takes home our Timish Electric Player of the Game award. And with that, that will do it for us here in Liberal, Kansas. Thank you to however you chose to tune in to tonight's broadcast, whether it was on the radio dial or one of the multiple live streams that we provided. We appreciate you tuning in. If you couldn't make this long trip out west, always trying to find as many ways to bring you coverage of your Greenbacks. So appreciate you on that end. That'll do it for us here in Liberal, Kansas. I've been Cody Eastis alongside Logan McAllister, and once a Greenback, always a Greenback.
It's a fact. A custom cow mineral does not have to cost more. Actually, it might be just what you need to improve your cow herd. The friendly and helpful professionals at Extra Factors and Pratt are available to sit down and discuss your operations needs and goals. From custom protein supplements and liquid protein to bulk commodities and possible mineral formulation. Find it all at Extra Factors. Call 620-672-5616 and speak with Levi Macbeth for all your nutritional needs. Extra Factors. We put the extra into cattle nutrition.
This is